each other. I mean, even Asurus Cozy E8, they still one good game removed from being right up there with everybody else. So, when you look at this kind of parity across the whole thing, I mean, does it become even more important that you just kind of stick to your game plan and just don't worry about what anybody else is doing?
Yeah, absolutely. I think now is the moment to double down because while it may seem like
All right, we're gonna
SCS has
start
the
this
big
off with a good
advantage
old
here
watch
posted here
party. Pix
points-wise,
is at a friend's
double,
house, so
more than double the points for that
I'm gonna watch this
5-point
before we
tie,
go play a little
you're
bit of
still sitting
pubs.
at a very respectable 32
We
points
are on
after
match
those 5
point though,
games. So, I mean, on
and
a
this is
normal
for
match day, you're
the
not feeling
challengers.
too
Top
bad.
8
You
go to
got,
split 2
on a
playoffs pro
6-match
league.
series, you got one more game to really
Finally
find
figured
your
out
way,
how to do a
fight your
watch
way
party,
up.
so we're
So
gonna do a
not
watch
too
party
bad,
because
and
I
I think
really
it's
want to
important to
watch.
note that the runaway train that was Rise suddenly sitting dead center in 10th place currently. If this were all to end after that, if that would have ended on that last game, Rise is not in pro league, right? That's
Yeah.
a kind of a mind-blowing prospect to think about. And so whatever these
Karasuno needs
teams
to
are
pick it
doing,
up
they've
though.
stopped the
They just
runaway
dropped
train
out of
that's
the
Rise.
top
They've
8.
managed to hamper down some of the other
That's
teams that are coming
James
from pro, like
Fearless.
Karasuno and Randoms and other squads, excuse me, like Randoms, who are also very capable players in
Oh
a very capable
damn!
team.
You gotta
Even
announce
they are sitting
this.
just outside and
What? What
almost
do you mean?
capable of having a big game. We see Rise the stats here. I think
Shit, bro.
before
We watching this to
in
the
the
end,
last
baby.
in the losers bracket, we were seeing like first, second, first, like just ones all across the board. So to see them here, kind of a
I
humbling
forget that
experience,
I
I'm
can
sure,
post
and
my own shit in
I'm
Discord
excited
like
to
Pix
see if these
does.
teams will
Let's never
continue
do it.
to just put their heads down and perform the way that they have so far.
And I mean, obviously, you can only take so much.
Yo, what's up, Phoenix? How you doing, fam?
And stats only tell you so much. But you look at second in kills and very high fourth and fifth in damage dealt in points overall. Then you
What
look
are
at
you
the
grinding, bro? It's the
lower,
last day of
placements
split.
as far as average placement and getting and time survived and all that stuff is, I know. We've been kind of talking about edge teams and edge teams just kind of having a really
What
tough
are you
year
trying to
off.
end the season as?
I guess I'll just kind of open this up to either of you. Really, is that something that we see as kind of indicative of the future as they start moving up in tiers of lobby, or is the edge play thing, can that still hold true? I mean, I guess we have a big meta shift incoming, so maybe it's kind of hard to tell.
I got my double D4.
I
I got one D4. I'm still no animated badge in diamond. I get my trail though.
They'd be bouncing back and forth. They'd either like completely decimate the lobby and take the win, or they'd go out really
Yeah,
early
bro.
on.
Go buy you a 6-pack of fucking Red Bull.
A lot of those
Get that
zone teams
diamond.
that get the good positionings, they're able to pick up their
Bro, you
eliminations
literally
along
just
the way.
pulled
They
up to the
prioritize
house.
their rotation and
Or Pix
team
just pulled up to the
speed.
house. I hear the
Find
car outside.
success, in my
You seen that I went
opinion,
live.
on the match point format.
He's, oh
It
shit,
really,
oh shit,
really
oh
boils
shit, oh
down to
shit.
getting into that top 8. You need
Oh, two accounts.
Whereas, like,
Just
I
rub it
look at
in, why
the
don't you,
first
Schmidt?
point
Just
with
rub
the
it
Rise,
in.
they were so
I
strong that
barely
lane.
managed one account in
Rise
75
are
days.
second on eliminations for the evening. The challenge is they're not getting the placement points that a lot of these teams are getting to make up for kind of where they need to be.
It's tough. Well, we are getting ready to head into game number 6, so let's see if SCS can do it, if we can lock this up, or if they will have someone join them up there in the 50-plus.
I'm doing a watch party.
Throw it over to Dia and Twiggy to bring you game.
I figured since you weren't here, I wasn't gonna play. I was just gonna watch. We're on match point right now. Player and Cruster. Player and Cruster doing fucking phenomenal. No, I was gonna have you after. I was gonna text you to see if you'd run to the store. To the easy go.
It really did. I'm actually
Why?
still physically recovering.
Yo, what's up, Popeye? How you doing, fam? How's Mario treating you?
See it all end in match number 5, but with
Oh, bro, I'm pretty sure you probably played a third of the games on both of your accounts combined.
Are once again the only team on match point. I will caution
You got
everyone,
16
however,
stars.
the fact that they are unlikely to get this lucky again. The
Bro, I
zone
literally haven't played that since the
from
Nintendo
their-
64.
from the time they had to move, they had to take
I didn't even know that game still existed, to be honest with you.
It was literally the picture perfect game for SCS to win, and they didn't clutch it, though they got close. Next time around, I don't think they get nearly as close.
Yeah, there was definitely some divine intervention going on there. I don't know how likely that will be again, but SCS, I mean, they did the best with the cards they were dealt. we'll see what happens. But yeah, they've got themselves another chance. They staved off enough teams.
Free on where we're at on PC.
Not quite getting there.
I'd actually like to probably download that for some free time or use my kids to play it. That was great growing up with. I'm curious how many games you got, bro. Well, after this, bro, we could check that out. It's not as easy as PC switching over between tabs, because I'm still on the Xbox on Twitch. So I can't just tab in and out.
There certainly are. And
for $9.99, or you can just do it for free and be a good guy.
Even with their win,
I'll give you a million pats on the back and tell you how great you are.
They were in top 8 going in, but with that W, they've
here we go.
themselves as one of the teams that's
Only one team's at match point.
When we look at like our 6, 7, 8 teams that
that's SCS.
Are very close together, all tied, in fact, with teams that are outside of the qualification zone right now in terms of points. So as we drop into this next match, we'll see who can pull it together and whether it happens in time. For there's not that many games left for you to continue accruing points. Everybody's getting real close right now. The fact that
on PC, use something called an emulator. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably Google how to get it on my PC. Or my laptop, excuse me. Schmidt will have a heyday if I call it a PC.
As you said, and do you want to say the pun before I move on with the point? Do you want to say the pun that you were saying to me?
I'll say the pun. I was really proud of it when we were talking before the game about whether SCS would be able to do it again. I said lightning strikes twice
I need to download Steam to my laptop.
Lightning rod again. You guys can all appreciate my wit in the chat. I'll trust me it's happening, but I'm not looking.
Supposedly, it can run Apex at 150 frames.
Your amazing pun, because lightning has struck at the exact opposite side of the map, and it is not going to be quite.
I googled that earlier today.
To just sit pretty up there on lightning rod and wait for teams to come to them. They're going to have to be the ones taking the initiative, making their way down to the southwest. But yeah, this is going to be a very different landscape.
Oh shit! What?
Game here.
Why didn't you say that this thing was all up in the way?
They're probably going to be kicking themselves that they didn't quite make it work out.
I've got a call.
Look, guys, I'm in the pro. I'm in the Challengers Pro League Finals.
In the kills, Team Psycho, ever since their win, and even technically before.
No.
Really hard committing.
It's got a GTX in it.
They are predicting.
Supposedly, as long as nothing's in the background, the bad boy can run Apex at 150 frames.
But it's still working in their favor. Is from Climatizer even all the way over to Lightning Rod, they're picking these really specific buildings that say, if the game comes here, we win it. And right now,
2 years ago, I think this was one of the best ones.
Safer buildings that
I don't know. Yeah, the sticker on it. This is like a 2-year-old laptop. Or a year-old laptop. It's a GeForce GTX by NVIDIA. That's all I know. That's what the sticker says. And it has an i5. Yeah, shit for storage though. Right-click the Windows button.
One extra point on the board.
What's the Windows button?
Well, it's getting further and further away from the cutoff point, let's say, so there's going to need to be really something special. And I'm sure
what the fuck I'm supposed to do from there?
On the minds of a lot of the teams down there, you know, you were pointing out.
Go to device, something I forget what it is.
We're having a very tough time of it.
They certainly were. I'm taking a look right now, noticing that
my files.
Down. They've again gone with this really
settings,
specific rotation, but Buff Pathfinder have cut them off.
Phone, apps, personalized devices, Bluetooth, and printers.
Even tridents like this, normally used for
touchpad, typing, autoplay, pinwork. No.
Two of their members do go down. As we get further in
update security, privacy, search, gaming,
Psycho as a team are able to survive,
system, display, sound notifications, power, phone, network.
Is going to be next to nothing, and they're going to have to be relying on their previous
ease of
results
access.
To keep them in the running, which is difficult when we consider that they are one of 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's not under my devices.
Tied for 7th.
Yeah, luckily they have the best tiebreaker right now, but I don't know how relevant that's going to be as we move past this map.
There's no results for it either.
Standings are very much going to change, so Psycho are going to really want to make sure they hang on to as many points as possible here. I don't know whether calls for a completely.
My dog is making you mad.
Remaining or not, we'll have to wait and see.
That is your dog.
They decide to do. But you can see now.
Why? What's wrong with you? Why are you all pissy?
Going for that early rotation down towards the southwest.
Why you all pissy?
The teams that do Deadass and bots locking themselves into buildings, especially Deadass.
Device manager.
Spot like that. I mean, again, if zone pulls you, great, but
Oh, I think I found it.
quite difficult to move your way out of.
No, I didn't find it.
Down though, and well,
USB
Intel
software
can really
components.
applaud their win from
Got
last
software
game.
components,
Cozy, our other
software
zone team,
devices.
just have not compared for the past couple
Computer,
games.
disk
Complete reversal
drives.
of the script from the first few.
Monitors,
Randoms
mice,
are gonna be
memory,
really,
keyboards,
Really happy with those 3 kills. Obviously, you can see now.
software
2 points
components.
away from all of those tied teams.
Software
very, very
devices.
close to that cutoff point on the 8th.
Oh, that's all
I'm gonna keep
Microsoft.
harping on that point because as
Software
we get closer and
components.
closer to one team being able to win these, and possibly after we're done with this one,
sound,
up to 4 or 5 teams being
Intel,
able to win the
Intel,
next game,
Intel,
it's gonna be
Intel.
Really, really important for these teams to keep in mind
Okay,
exactly where they are
components.
on that leaderboard. We're probably going to
Software
see mental
components are all
coming through
Intel.
from everybody, as they
Storage
make their
controllers,
decisions
system
throughout each
devices.
map here.
Redeem
API
clawing
fan,
their way
API fan,
into the zone now with the
APC,
Watson
PI,
LBM
power
setup. It's slightly
button.
awkward positions, say like the choke points that do lead into Cenote.
Intel.
There are a couple positions that are off to the northwestern side that should allow
I don't
them
see
plenty
anything
of
with
safety.
NVIDIA.
Asura's approach from the south actually not bad. I wouldn't mind seeing them stick around here and hold off on a push
Yeah,
into
I don't
Cenote
know.
until it's absolutely necessary.
I'm looking all through my
Where
shit.
they're at, they have a lot more autonomy and a
Hell yeah,
good position.
hell yeah, Phoenix. That's the way to go, bro. That's the way to go.
Going on the aggressive push,
No,
real
Penguin
nice
pissed me off.
find
Throw him
back
out. Throw him
here
over
as
the
they
the edge, bro. Just throw out everybody over the
down
edge.
completely.
That's all you gotta do.
LTC quite literally smelled
In the
blood
Windows
water
setting
there.
menu, select
Capitalized
system, scroll
perfectly.
down and
Now
select about
goes Psycho.
settings
That's
menu.
not very nice for them. They're in a
Select
really,
system,
well,
scroll
okay, now
down.
you're just sitting there going, "Oh my god,
Settings.
it could be over."
System.
They're in right now, technically on tiebreaker, but if one of the teams that is next to them gets 1
Scroll
point,
down and select
suddenly it could be over if SCS win it out
select
here.
about.
As we said, it's going to be a little more difficult for them this time, and if we take a look at the map later, you'll probably see that they're not even on
Scroll
the part of the map
down.
that we're looking at. They're still way up to the north, making their way down very slowly, so they may be unprepared for fights as we move forward, so we'll keep an eye
Oh, look at you being smart. You probably had to Google that, huh?
Approach while we were on board with
So
Psycho's
it has
device,
an
testing
Intel
the
Core
waters around
i5.
Cenote and ultimately
My
returning
RAM is
back.
garbage.
Fair to see if that building is taken, but a good recognition. They didn't need to force the fight right then. Instead,
Conditions,
like
Windows
Beavers
10.
and another team that absolutely needs the points
OS
from
build,
KPN.
version,
Much rather see them sit in an active
related
position
systems.
than
Yeah,
I
it's not
would
in there
see the
either.
building, mainly because of how far they are outside of
Just
the top 8.
Fucking Google the HP Pavilion gaming laptop.
Asuras have more than most.
Could have an
if they
i5 and a
need- if they
GTX.
want to hit 50 points and then win a game.
They
While
still
we're
didn't show me
looking
what
at EA,
cards in it.
Very similar position. They're going to have to run a little bit different of a game.
Are you going to the
Their
store?
actual 3v3s
Why?
are leaving me a little more wanting.
Okay.
check in on SCS.
We're just doing a watch party.
Found themselves in a fight outside of the ring now.
I want to see who makes it.
Position. It is TSS. It is quite literally the leaders versus the bottom of the field right here. And TSS, they're going to be looking to steal this one away. Not only if they manage to get these 3 kills.
I mean, this can go on all night. We're on a match point system.
Move their way on up. But they're going to delay SCS's chances of getting that match point done. As long as
Oh
possible.
man, they're gonna go to game number 6.
Not if that happens.
Oh my stuff.
There's a reason.
Slayer and Crust.
why
Oh, come
SCS
on,
has
boys.
Done so well, and while Storm Point
They
wasn't the
literally
place
could
that
have
they
ended
did it,
this last game.
You could tell in the way that they were
Yeah.
ringing around the Rosieing in that
SCS.
fight. That
They literally
had
got second
taken
place
a freak
on match
accident
point.
for SCS to lose.
Oh, bro, they were so
Given
pissed.
How much autonomy they had, and how they were the ones dictating the pace of it by jumping in around that building. Team
Are you going to the
Diverge,
store?
however, another squad that we have
We're going
got
into
to
game
focus
6
on.
anyway.
We called it out
Okay.
early
That's
on
it. Hey, they're already out.
Slow start to the day.
You can go to the
Despite
store.
my expectations
Yeah.
to perform better
That's your
on
stream.
World's Edge, they've managed to put themselves into those top 8 earlier on, and now have to hold on to it again in the face of that tie. Doing really, really well in this sort of stone forest that we've got, but this isn't an end game position that serves you particularly well. You will eventually be forced.
Are
into
you
late
solo
defense
queuing,
lines. It's a good thing they've got
Phoenix?
that Bangalore, because they're going to need her later.
Might be a little bit rougher.
You can see down to 1 shield battery hit They are in an awkward position. They need to move out of here. They are 1 point away from all of those teams that are.
He wants to know what kind of
top 8 at the moment.
ETX is in it.
So not wanting to give away a single point whatsoever, either in kills or in placement to another team. They're probably going to want to play relatively passively. Obviously, I don't think anybody.
You acting all weird.
The more kills you get as you move.
I came home in a rush.
Top 8, but obviously,
Not ready to go. I'm all set up, and
out
you're
for
just
blood at
on
the
a
moment.
watchboard.
It's not as easy as it sounds. You can see now, another team.
Flustered.
Why?
Kind of had a
Oh,
race
I
on
can't
from the
throw
start.
everything together.
Go to the store and
I don't
turn on a
want
watch
to go
party.
to the store.
Down here.
I don't know how to do.
I'm really looking.
I'm on
to
Twitch.
together because
I can't do this.
from them after their losers bracket performance, and they.
It's the same thing.
I will
As
say
gaming.
I'm also not sure how
Oh.
cave. It's
Yeah.
very difficult to play out with the amount of levels that it has and the amount of buildings that you can play around.
Because the
This might actually
ramen
be where
at
Rise's
Easy Go?
communication
You ain't getting no good ramen at no fucking Easy Go.
It's a big level, or it's a big question.
Or
me
the
right
corner
now.
store. I don't know if y'all have Easy Goes where you're at. Our corner stores are called Easy
Whether
Goes.
they can play a really good zone team, or whether they can actually communicate
Oh,
effectively.
I haven't found it, bro. I'm stupid when it comes to computers. I know how to plug shit in and unplug it.
Position themselves in the building.
Tell him what it is. He
that's
can Google
inside
it.
I told him to
Sonoma,
Google
a bit
it.
Further off to the north.
He's about as smart as I am.
Yeah, I'm curious about this next zone close because
HP
while that's not
Pavil.
typically where we'll end up finalizing the game, zones have been really.
It was like a
weird the last
900,
couple
wasn't
of
it?
days, and
Pavilion
Pro League
900
qualifiers
something?
have been fraught with teams
I can tell you.
just not quite
wait,
being
we
able to
didn't order-
predict based on how they were during Pro League where we'll actually be
Okay,
winning games.
so it
Might
was-
the team have it right, but this game is going to
Pretty
hinge
sure.
entirely on where the zone closes because of these buildings and because of that high
104?
ground
The
level
fuck?
disparity.
Yeah, I think you can tell, despite how close we are together, how interesting this.
God,
is.
the price on them went down.
How passively all these teams.
Oh, it has an Nvidia GTX 1650.
Maybe not to get into engagement. Maybe
Yeah,
not
I
to
got
get
it
into
pulled up right here.
even double negative, but just trying to.
Yeah, it's a 1650.
Make sure they're not wasting you.
Whatever the hell that means.
And you can see people not running directly at fights, but well, here comes
It's in a laptop, bro. I don't think you could put a hunk and tucking motherload 3090 into a laptop.
And they're coming up right behind
That'd be a
the
thick
Randos
ass
as well,
laptop.
fully juiced up in the shields. Great priority on the rotate. I imagine
The laptop's only a year old.
long enough around the outside that they're not
It was
expecting
it.
anyone to come up behind them, so it could be that
It was
SCS
it's
from
either
behind
it was either
rotates
this
from
or an
behind,
MSI.
take out one completely
I didn't really like the
unsuspecting
MSI.
squad, but having noticed them, they're going to take a bit of a safer approach, utilizing cover and actually.
Well,
give
yeah, the
and
40 series is not fitting in a
what's
laptop.
going on behind them while SCS bide their time.
Yeah, I mean, this is. I was wondering whether last game was just because.
That's
they were
rough.
coinciding
That's
as
definitely
well,
rough,
could hold on
Phoenix.
to that position and didn't have to play
You got it
aggressively,
though, bro.
or
D4 tonight. You have it
for that
in the
decision
bag.
Not to engage whatsoever and let the other team.
I
fire
bet it.
back.
I bet it. The 4090 is about the size of an Xbox.
Much more passively. They are really just trying to last into that final fight and just trying to.
Well, no, they can't. They're back.
Utility,
Oh, okay.
They restabilized.
interesting choice. They've completely changed their playstyle. We were talking about that very,
Yeah,
very,
there's still a
very
chance.
Southern US analogy. That
Of course, Suna's doing bad though.
That is the case for them.
Now Rise getting their team fights tested, do well at least in the initial knock. This fight inside the building does favor them, but that tracking from Awans is just disgusting. Karasuno taken down, and in the course of 2 games, they've completely lost their grip on a top 8 spot and maybe even on their dreams of Pro League.
Well, Karasuno, you may be able to fly like a crow, but Rise can rise higher. So there we are, Rise now. Looking
Oh,
at
they're
the
making
first
40
part,
series
a little bit.
laptops.
Really wanted to get a Haikyuu thing, and I have. So there's my goal done for today. Randoms. Now,
I don't know. When we went to go get them, they were the best thing on the shelf.
About enough time,
But supposedly you still can get 150 frames on Apex on it.
But randoms are going to go for it anyway.
But the screen is way too damn small for me.
Sound of Bangalore ult not being that good.
It's like a 15-inch screen.
Feel pretty bad for Mercy. It does, you know, it feels the same upon
You're not gonna
cast,
go do this with your
but
chat?
not super great when you hear them all hitting the
He's
ceiling.
not doing that.
Fortunately enough, it is worthwhile that randoms secure a building, and small cover that they didn't get.
I was just wondering.
You
still got your wig on.
Literally, by this cover they've got with the door. Never mind. Goodbye, door.
Never mind. Their best friend is gone at this point now. Oh, and Sussex Sorcerers have arrived as we can see. Oh man, oh that's not a place to be in right now. Randoms are able to hold on to their position, but they are now trapped in this house unless they want to make a move. Well, they're going to look for that finish before they go anywhere. And, well, played right into their hands. Randoms back.
Yeah, I can smell them on you.
Helps them quite a bit for the time being.
Yeah, super valuable that they were able to grab this with the smokes and the pressure that they already had. Mercy even feeling comfortable enough to peek the window real quick, see if you can pick up another cheeky kill. But Randoms.
Yeah, and I don't think it's anything extravagant. But at 150 frames, I mean, something. My console ever goes out, and I don't have a PC yet. That'll probably be my next bet.
All those teams that are sat
Just
up
plug it in your monitor.
right now
There's not a monitor slot.
Revival, who should have the best
Oh, with that.
the Stone Forest to get themselves.
Yeah, there would be
into
a
the
slight
ring. Maybe
delay.
even a fence line surrounding the outside. Randoms.
We would have to use a USB to HDMI hookup. And I know that don't even sound right.
And Randoms came into this position thinking, all right, let's third party rise. We get a good position. We'll be all fine. And now they are facing down the barrel of several teams. Looking to try and take them out.
Display port plug.
In on SCS here as they try to move in
I have
just
no
a little further.
Are you talking to the biggest dummy when it comes to this stuff? I just know how to fix stuff that's broken.
With this win right now and not put themselves through any more torment, I don't think they're particularly worried about not being in the top 8, but at the very least you don't want to be sitting here in first place all night long and waiting for.
But with those specs, do you think it would be comparable to even get off console?
The less games are played, not only the more free time do SCS have tonight, but in theory,
Well, that would be my only question. Would it be worth doing that versus being on console? The only problem is like all of our stream stuff, we would have to get a somehow double monitor.
I'm gonna say
I guess.
that you can take games against, and clearly SCS have proven that they've been able to do that at least.
Give you a little preview.
But you can make it a repeat. You can feel a lot more comfortable in Pro League, which is something that the Sentinels roster of SCS was not feeling just a couple months ago. Unfortunately for them, they're not feeling too comfortable now either. As Rug 3 are gone, SCS may be next on the chopping block. Senox, even in knock, has almost no health left, and this knockdown shield is going to have to clutch it for the team. Rounding the corner, it's Bots, our first place team from the winners bracket, that take out SCS.
No shot. We're going into game 6. Oh, game 7. Ah, damn.
Looking
you gotta get gas,
like there was somebody looking out for them, a higher power that time around, backed into a corner, and Bots take full advantage. They're one of these teams that have been looking for.
You're mad because we ain't playing.
Well, in the top 8.
You mad 'cause we're not playing.
I got ready.
Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? I don't work tomorrow.
On that 50-point mark, we've got 3 teams currently on 43 points.
Let's win.
And Intel have already crossed.
Since Ryan ain't picking his car up till Tuesday.
You said that we had.
Oh, sorry, 3 more can now make it if they get a few more kills here.
Rise's spot very much in danger as well with Team Diverge.
Can make you feel better?
A little bit.
We'll get you Starbucks in the morning too.
A little bit.
Sound good?
Yes.
You gotta calm your nerves.
A little bit.
Squad from the losers bracket fully taken out of Pro League contention after this game, and it is going to be a scary one. It's going to
Okay.
We will have even more squads that much closer to being able to end the entire.
I'm beef jerky here, so they grabbed something to.
Now, for the moment, we do have still one.
Yeah, I'll give me my sandwich.
Building left in zone, and that building is going to belong.
All right, game 7, match point and challenger circuit. This is ridiculous. This is worse than watching the ALGS. I just want to know who's going to Pro League. Want to know who's going to beat the tripod's ass first. This fucking Nick ain't doing shit with the game.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about them too much since.
Yeah, and a monster.
Earlier on,
hey, bar.
May just be able to do something here in moves sung with that Eva 8 charge rifle in hand as well. Not going to be quite as effective as he moves on in, but they're going to back up.
You still going to use my iPhone during the stream?
They don't die to anything too silly. this position for them is much more valuable than the kills that they would get by pushing out of it. But they're going to try and finish off a couple more around the corner.
The Hertz is like 100. I think actually less than 100.
Once again, but they're going to be contested out and try.
But again, I would still have to get another laptop
Seems like they're doing a very good job of holding
to stream, because this isn't this. I can honestly tell you this won't hold a stream and gaming, because it barely holds the fucking stream, even with the i5.
But Slept-On are running out of ammo. They don't have a whole lot of resources left to get them through this end game. A single kill, access to a death box that is uncontested.
Yeah, I'll be 100% honest with you. It's a good laptop, but sometimes, dude, the streams struggle. It struggles. I only use
may be the thing that by trapping
like 6% of my GPU and shit, and I can tell it struggles with the stream.
Slept-On through this game, and it is ever so tantalizing. 7 squads left. The next
I turn it up to 1080p on resolution, and this shit damn near shuts the whole damn computer down.
Better clearance, better height as we approach the final ring.
But yeah, we already have capture cards in it. We have to use capture cards with the Xboxes.
And they're being packed tighter and tighter as we move forward. There is going to be much less cover to work with, and as we move towards our final zone, there will be no cover left to work with. Slept-On try and push their way through. There goes Pubsky. That's going to be a very, very nice haul for them. They're going to be able to pick up quite a lot of valuable ammo and valuable utility there as they move forward. LTC Esports also taken down. They can't quite make it to the 50.
This game could be big for bots, dead, and ROM.
Just one more point to get them over.
Put them right at match point.
Can they find that kill?
Oh man, the announcers, if the team Deadass makes it in there, god damn.
As he takes out a member of Redeem and looks like he might be finishing off the squad so aggressively. Redeem get burned through, and bots with the vengeance take out another squad, making themselves top.
Bot said, hey, we're coming back. We're gonna go round 2 ALGS.
Pick up 4 bots to get them back into this game. JQ unrecoverable for now. The plug-in so unlikely, but he's got that one res that he can work with. Around the outside, however, the story becomes much different. Buff Pathfinder own the height. We said,
yeah, I literally when you get this laptop,
and here they come. Buff Pathfinder from behind, rip through the squad in front of them, and even send it up the stairs, knowing they've got this win in the bag.
But Pathfinder, good job. That was a good game. That's a real good game.
Over that 50-point mark, but they are very close to it now. And although bots made their way,
okay.
Very happy that they can stay in this contention for the next game. But there are a few.
Yeah, when I got the laptop, my hard drive is already. It came like everything was like already half. Like it was stupid.
I mean, although it was a brilliant win, the story does not become anymore. Oh, who won and how was that a great win? It's going to now be. They didn't get to 50 points. That is unfortunate circumstance. They got as close as they could. Wasn't quite there.
Yeah, it's
oh yeah, almost everybody that's in here streams.
How close you can get into the top 8, and then can you put yourself on match point? It's actually one of the things that I've seen a lot of questions about with the preseason qualifiers for split number 2. People are asking, why are they match point? And this is a big reason why, because when you aren't at 50 points or when you aren't near the top of the leaderboard, you still have the chance to win and qualify by getting yourself to that 50-point mark and then winning a game. It lets even teams that are near the bottom of the leaderboard.
I'm gonna tell you the same thing I tell Schmidt, Phoenix. If you're playing, you're streaming.
I mean, I think you hit the
2 birds, 1 stone.
And the thing that's crazy to me is just how close everything is all the way throughout. That I mean, we're seeing
that shit, but your bank account, I feel that.
Just even in little 5 minutes.
I definitely feel that.
I mean, it's absolutely wild and crazy stuff. I think we'll check.
Pix is. I'm gonna let y'all know. Pix is all sorts of types of bent. We ain't.
How many teams now have broken that?
That we're not playing tonight, which we are. As soon as this game ends, we're switching over. But she's big man.
Yeah, I think obviously, you know, the zone was at the exact opposite side of the map to where they dropped. It was not the same game as last game. They did their best with what they could, and I have to admit, I think they did.
Because I rushed all the way from my friend's house.
Test for that one, Dan. I expected from their.
You're probably watching this stream. This motherfucker, I'm gonna hit him in the head when I get home.
With a win on this one,
Unlove.
Well, the thing is, no matter how many points they get at this point,
I don't want to see her angry, bro.
How many games we go, so nothing means.
No, absolutely, and I think we saw also bots.
I promised you Starbucks. Are you good?
You gotta
That lightens the mood.
That they had a pretty good
Hey, you want to know how to win an argument in life, guys? When you get married, just promise them Starbucks.
Push out to get that final kill to put themselves over 50. But there you go. There's your match 6 report. Buff
I'm still going to get my ass beat as soon as I turn this stream off, though.
Gets that win and the 18 points to go along with it. And that'll be, I think that's their second really good performance here on Storm Point. Now we'll have to see if
it doesn't always work, Phoenix, but
only got 1 point.
8, I would say, well, what's 8?
The other 2 matches.
4 out of 5 times.
The line
It is the perfect solution to everything.
Pathfinder, pretty clear. You gotta start getting some work done on World's Edge.
I really like that you bring that up as well, because the transition of
But we're gonna be off tomorrow.
last time and being able to play
So we should be bright and early on the game, right about 9 o'clock.
again drastically. We've got
Wait for the new season to drop.
overall leaderboards
I'm
because
stoked.
we've fallen behind during our time on Storm.
Ah, damn, that's 3 games that SCS could have fucking done something with. 3 games. That reminds me of Furia. Split 2 of year 2. Could have just had it all, you know? 3 games. They've been at match point for 3 games and they haven't been able to seal the deal. And then we got bots and Team Intel. God damn. This could get fucking close. What you mean? Oh, she's saying food or coffee. That either one works, but both are better. Schmidt has this thing that he's got like a golden backpack in real life, and people just hop in it. But yeah, early stream tomorrow. I really want to be on when the update drops. That way we can play and see what's up. I swear that Schmidt's actually better on console than he is on PC. Even though he says he thinks he's better on PC, I still think he's better on console. I'm gonna be at school. Man, sneak your phone. You can put it underneath your desk. Alpha, get out of there. Alpha. Schmidt, I know we've talked about this before, but why such big words? Big words scare people. I have no clue what that fucking means. Hey Pix, I'm gonna need you to scroll over and hop on to the live section of the stream and not like 15-20 seconds back. Oh shit, guys, I gotta go to work. I ain't gonna be able to play tomorrow. Yeah, she reminded me I have to go to work and hide from her tomorrow. Are they even talking on your end? I don't even hear them anymore. I have my headphones in.
Unique.
Let's reload their channel.
H&R Block, tax season feels just as good as all those other seasons.
I was like, wait, there's no audio, but they're
Pay much less than you'd pay with TurboTax. So don't use that.
Upload last year's return to switch to H&R Block.
works for me. Petty coffee, and I'll take myself to lunch.
Refresh.
Oh, that's a tempting offer.
And enjoy.
Are the most picked in that
There we go.
should again not be too surprising to anybody. Are we expecting it to stay? I guess we maybe looking forward.
No. Sometimes Twitch is just fucking stupid.
All the excitement that's going on, but we do have a new.
I don't have internet at the shop. At the shop, bro. Where I would.
Based off of anything that you guys have seen, as we get ready.
I collected all 8 red coins and it fell off their map. I mean, you just gotta redo it, bro. Good to go.
I am going to jump in front of that question.
Go for it.
Like this. Valkyrie, super good, and we'll see some of the meta change around her, mostly because of the passives that are being added. I'm not.
I did try to find them on the YouTube app, but I no luck.
Killed so many squads, and that we're gonna see kill so many.
I'll turn his phone off.
Well, Twiggy, I'll hold off on your
Soon, Phoenix. Well, I'm in the works of trying to set one up. Then set up a day for just like community 1v1s and stuff and hanging out. Like, this is the first time ever that we've ever hosted a watch party.
Back to World's Edge. This time,
So,
though, Mello, we have 3 teams with the ability to end this match point series, and I was
trying to branch out and do a couple little different things.
From what happened in the
Hotspot won't exist. I don't even know how to use the hotspot.
I forgot the football game, the big one.
You mean it won't exist? It still don't exist for me because I can't get it to work.
Saturday. Wow, we were talking about it. We're like, our days are so messed up. But one team, Intel, on match point, they had a victory when it shifted over to World's Edge. They went back-to-back in games number 7 and 8 with victories, right? So we think about those things. You know they have the ability to kind of end it here. They play strongly for their end game positioning. I think they have a chance.
Yeah, they are a team that certainly loves to play for those very early center rotate spots. They are unafraid to rotate without too much loot, and they end up playing those end games.
Schmidt,
really
who was that squirrel? Was it the squirrel that had the foul mouth, played with a lot of shit?
Saw them on World's Edge. In fact,
remember that one? Is it called Crappy?
Very content with just long enough to hold out a very difficult spot to hold. Excuse me. But once they held it through that 4th ring, they were able to sort of walk in.
There is a game, Hot Pie, that it's so old, but it's so good.
Even though they didn't get as many kills, they did end up finding a lot of value there. So
it's so stupid too. It'll literally I played it when I used to get high all the time, so it might not be fun sober. Banjo and Kazooie was good, but no.
Like a broken record, but you're starting to find the question of like, can you do it? This is on the line now. You ran the gauntlet of SCS being the only team on match point threshold for 2 maps, and now there's another 2 teams that have the ability to end it here. And as we get a relatively center zone,
all right, it's called Conker's Bad Fur Day.
We know Rise is over in launch side.
Let me type that in there.
To not land immediately on top of them, but this is the team in the question mark. You know, you heard Dia say yes. Some of the Gears of War were ex-professionals. Like, this is a different esport.
Try that game out, Hot Pie. You'll like that game. This is back when video games were like stupid as hell.
Knows the scene inside and out and is looking to get back into it. So I thought this was gonna be.
Like, the graphics are so bad, but the gameplay is decent. It's very theatrical.
I did it again the other day.
And then any of the Rayman games were good too on the N64.
It was a Rihanna concert. It wasn't a football game, all right, Mello? I'll stand on that hill.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely, no doubt. I'm sure the ball was thrown very far.
Crash Bandicoot was Sony.
In any case,
that was PlayStation 1 days.
In general has been, I think, the biggest.
N64 was a generation before that.
I think
Phoenix.
Maybe a touch unfairly so, just because the sheer dominance that they showed in Loser.
Bro, you play that for an hour, bro.
Very
And
unprecedented.
it will have you
Every
rolling.
lobby is a new lobby, and looking at the middle of the pack,
Y'all remember the
start to
Contra
discern
on
where
the old
middle of the
Sega
pack starts and
Genesis?
where the top of the
Contra
top
was my
like,
shit.
really begins, and you have teams in the conversation that if they had stuff to prove, but if they had something to prove before, now it's gotten turned up to a whole new level. I mean, we see Karasuno there sitting in 16th place, and even though they're sitting in that sort of lower quarter of the standings,
007 was that was the Call of Duty back in the day. That's where
7th place
friendships were destroyed.
There really is no telling how each game plays out when so many players are fighting their hearts out.
So many players indeed and slept on.
I think it's supposed to be on Switch.
By a thermite, and it's more of a defensive seer exhibit to kind of get the information on the team that is pushing in on them, and it's going to be Sausage Sorcerers taking to the roof of the building just next to them. Meanwhile, Rise looking to get into an engagement here. They're just going to bide their time, look for an LOS, throwing some early damage down. Now you know you're going.
So who's everybody's main going to be for the new season?
You want to throw out the exhibit, find all the extra information, maybe double swing onto it. They grab that opening knock onto Blurs, and Retzi does get tagged up, but the fact is you've already done so much damage to the team in front of you. It's a great way to turn the tide.
It's going to be TSS in front of them. One of their members most likely going to fall here. Already one knocked. They're also going to break.
Bang.
Seer ultimate on the other side.
Imperial House calling for a Maggie meta.
I haven't found the thirst yet, but they will shortly. And TSS has just turned tail and try to pull together the end of their game. Just a touch, just to try and maybe have another opportunity. But it's looking.
Still not going to be playing. Why not, isn't it?
One way to say it here at this point. It's so.
We have the biggest shakeup in the history of Apex.
Only going to get harder at this point with how many teams are so dang close.
Maggie, Path, and support character. I'm seeing Maggie.
Yeah, but this is what Rise needed to do. They came into this map number 7 and 11.
I'm seeing Maggie, Valk.
Here and now, I feel like you have to have that conversation and say what do
Maggie,
we
Valk.
We're so dominating. Maybe we came in a little bit
maybe
now that the lobby quality has
a Watson. I'm gonna substitute between a Watson and a Newcastle. Between those two in the support class. So Maggie Valk, and then Newcastle or Watson. That's what I'm kind of thinking.
Yeah, it would absolutely be well deserved, and we talked about that a little bit away from the game. Well deserved, certainly for so many of the squads, and it's difficult to.
Hogwarts is in session. I don't even think it's released yet, Pix.
We're interested in seeing
not on
and I see a
Xbox.
lot of names, countless names that I would love to see have a shot in Pro League, either as a brand new roster, as a brand new set of teams, or maybe a return. Some of these
Zinnick's been playing it.
Have
Pix just told
before and have just fallen out.
I do bold.
Forced to play through the challenger circuits, so it's gonna be tough to say. It's going to be tough to see, excuse me.
Oh, it's already out for new gen Xbox?
Back to the challenge.
Oh, okay. Go download it. There's a $60 version.
No, we're getting the deluxe.
Why?
Because you can.
What's a hippogriff?
What
is a hippogriff? You get.
To finish off the rest of TSS.
I've watched the first Harry Potter and read half the first book, so you can't be mad at me for nothing. Just not a fan. I'm more about the Star Wars than I am the waving of the pickle.
I respect it, right? If you want to find yourself in the top 8, that's the way to do it. Just do it on eliminations alone. At one point, they were second in eliminations for the lobby today, but
I'm gonna buy her a Valentine gift.
They're gonna have to step it up, and we were talking about the point differentials, right? 15th through 12th. All on 32 points, and that's
still on your stream.
The lobby and the point system have been running throughout every round. At least a few teams have been tied, so I'm looking for Mercy.
I thought you turned that shit off already because you're in the house. Oh, fuck it.
At one point,
Happy Valentine's Day.
And everyone is, and I feel like even when I was on Split One Playoffs, we were talking about that road to redemption.
Hey, what did you get me for Valentine's Day?
You were trying to get back
to
that upper echelon, and throughout the roster changes, throughout all of the trials and errors of the changes, you were trying to get back there, and this is the first step. And the fact that we're on map 7, Mello, I mean, this could go for a while.
Yeah, I love.
So
to
she
see
might
it. I also
actually,
love
instead
to
of be
see
playing
this ring
Apex
count teams
tomorrow,
are
she'll be
already
playing
in it.
Hogwarts all day.
And on top of that, getting
We
a
may
two
have
here,
lost
20
her
teams
to
left
Hogwarts.
alive still after that first ring.
And
closes in
supposedly
the
Hogwarts
TSS.
is supposed to be adding
Really
multiplayer
just
here pretty
punished
soon.
by
So
our,
yeah,
our
we might be
team to
losing our
watch, I think,
picks.
or a team for a lot of people to be watching, Rise. So they're still holding on, still looking to try and just rat it out for some extra points. But in the meanwhile, here on the
Number
far
7,
eastern
Schmidt.
edge of the map, we have Deadass, who's actually going to claim their first bit of KP in this match. Asurus, the first to fall in game number 7, so they won't be seeing their shot at a match point quite yet.
What are you doing?
Actually, a ways out, and with that elim, they're actually very likely to fall well outside of the top 15 here. In fact, they won't be finding anything above 17th. Maybe
What are
even
you
lower.
doing?
It seems like Cozy and E8 can find a big game here.
Yeah, I really love what
She really says she's so mad. She moved about this hypocrite. Put my monster clear across the room. Now I have to get up and go get it.
Or you could hold them out. It's probably Cozy. They've already kind of ducked out of the tunnel and they're trying to maybe play trap.
I told her she can download a game, so she took off hauling ass.
In 19th place and Cozy in 18th. This is kind of one of those fights where they need to start picking up that momentum. We saw, Team Deadass now.
You're gonna be doing the hippie-kiddippy
themselves way outside the top 10 and
with her pickle.
had some strong momentum through the mid game.
Oh, did y'all see the mods on TikTok
into the top 8, and I feel like
for the new Hogwarts game? They had one of the little fucking elf creatures that wear the sandbag.
Too late, Mello. I mean, we are 7 games.
He was running around the town doing spells with a Glock.
Team had success, and you're running the risk every time, every fight. You've got to make it stand out, and you've got to take it.
Bro, son, they already got PC mods for the damn game. You got Dobby running around with the fucking Glock.
Decent success on the
Hitting that abracadabra with the kind of a damn chamber.
Have some ground to make up, of course, sitting on that 18th place in the league.
I'm really surprised E8 is at the bottom of this list. They've been in Pro League since I started playing Apex.
Trying to leapfrog ahead. The opportunity's been opened up just
I can't believe to see even Karasuna down there.
And we can actually see on our map that the center of
Okay,
practice
so let's see.
Very congested.
The only returning ones right now are going to be Buff Pathfinder and bots.
Where squads are able to coexist. I mean, you already have Intel
and SCS
in the middle.
So 3 returning, and then we're going to have 5 new teams that have never played in ALGS before.
Squads like LTC, as well as some of the squads we're
well, yeah, I know they're ass.
From sitting center zone.
You want to know what that command is? Phoenix.
Rather have them.
That's what that command means.
E8 though right now really struggling to find any sort of points, KP or otherwise. They've already lost Presley.
Yeah, dude, E8's always been ass, but they've always squeaked by though. Thank you.
It's either 70 or 80 bucks.
Get out of Dodge and resting up in this
That's fine.
RV, but DiffQ
That's
looking
fine.
to see
I have something in my Piper here in my eye though.
Are you crying because I got you the Hogwarts game?
Fuck no.
Even though it is sitting on that mobile
She don't love me.
and there is no way that SCS is going to let them have it.
He's starting to fly on in, but Sosa is going so low, actually getting fully knocked down in the blink of an eye. And now Oi Senpai looking for the PK shots, but not man, with as many as they would like. That's 2 big whiffs, which is going to result in a knock. DiffQ with that golden shield is
cookie.
Quickly recover those shields as
Definitely
well.
a cookie.
And there is the wipe. E8 turning it around here.
Oh no, I'm done buying her jewelry.
Also fall in the standings, actually.
It either gets broken, lost, or stolen.
They have been the
When has it been stolen?
jump over
I don't know. Half the
this
shit I haven't
is the
even
start
seen
of
anymore.
Resurgence.
It's all broke.
Exactly what they need. At least they weren't getting grief
I can't
throughout
do
the
it. I don't like
Sentinel in the hands of Senox anymore through that. So they should be able to get the reset.
Look it.
But that was a good fight.
You being so loud?
3v3. The fact is, no one came in with charge rifle sentinels or any form of snipers. And
We don't do crinkling on this stream.
We know that
You do the crinkling in there, not in here.
some of the most chaotic chaotic endings that I've ever seen. And with 18 squads left in the lobby and we make our way in, there were so
Why are you still listening to the
I
stream?
don't know. You might.
I'm
whisper
over
something
here.
and
occupy.
I'm
So
here
there's
now.
a lot of cohabitation
I was like, why am I echoing in my own
to
ear?
Get into fragment from your designated POIs because you know if you're coming in from epicenter.
It depends on the
you're in
gun,
open area
Phoenix.
and all the teams
It
are fragmented.
depends on the gun.
And of course, Team
R9, I have her all day. The Volt, she has me all day. Car, I have her all day. Wingman, she beats me with the wingman. It really depends. And we're pretty fairly matched.
Sausage Sorcerers has been here for quite a while.
Zenix said, well, you can read.
You gonna be awake?
Who? Tomorrow? Well, you can play it tomorrow night. We're playing Apex. No. We are playing Apex tomorrow. In the evening time, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. But from the time the kids go to school and my ass sits in this chair, it's Apex. I'm gonna play all the way up until the season. He said he'll make it work.
I started.
I don't even think it's even. Is it downloading?
I'm getting the Kaiser out of my.
Oh, go download it. Actually, entertain them. I wanna go burn them. You're gonna have to get closer to the mic, cause it'll barely pick you up. The game turned down so low. Yeah, their audio is always bugging. Bro, my dog just farted. Oh, the audio is bugging because my controller turned off.
They're back utilizing the grab lift for a nice
That's my bad, fam. That's my bad. I didn't know. But yeah, my controller turned off, so that's what happens when your controller turns off. You don't get no fucking audio.
Step here, obviously clearing out.
Because we have to use chat link cables for audio.
Last teams here, if not, I believe the last team here. We have Team Diverge sitting just below them, who's going to try and play keep out.
All right, you can sit in the chair.
Not running
Shut up, Schmidt.
so they cannot just hit that skyward dive and try to
Never mind.
sneak into a spot somewhere from the skies.
I'm still stuck.
6 points as
I saved your controller.
so
You're welcome.
you can't just make a willy-nilly walk of that might end up losing them the opportunity to get onto that match point and join the likes of
Hi guys. What's up?
Bots. That's of course assuming Intel and bots don't end up taking this game right here, right now.
I mean, look.
I got a cookie from Panera today. I ordered lunch, and it's shaped like a heart, and it's got little squigglies in it. I would show y'all, but it's all gone now. I will in a minute.
On the prowler for just some comfort of my knowing, but I mean, if you're gonna shove it up in their face and just triple burst it a couple times,
I will.
It's gonna be great. Sharing some ammo, so you're relatively nice there. They don't have the Loba, so they don't have.
I am a gift to him every day.
Really
that's what he gets for Valentine's Day.
Do have Loba and you're sitting in fragment
My
with all
presents.
the chaos, that is the benefit. This building, it's easy to hold, kind of. I like it. The two openings here, they just gotta watch the window, but you can grief all the other teams.
And it looks like RG has finally made their walk up. They have the red shields onto Shiny and a nice crack there to open things up. They've opened up some space at the very minimum.
I figured
and
you could.
AJ on the side of Team
You just had to have time to do it.
A bat here is probably going to stick this medkit as well. And for now,
what's up, Zinnick?
Will they continue to press for more? That is the question.
This is weird being in here doing this, talking to you guys.
With this building, and as you said, they're not the most difficult buildings to hold if you have your angles covered, if you can watch the windows. But Pathfinder getting eliminated in the
I know, I'm the gift that just keeps on giving. I'm amazing.
In these buildings, they are far and few between.
He is blessed to just stand in my presence.
Fight for Rise, and Retsy's already down, and with randoms pushing in down the staircase. This could be the time that ends Rise's journey to Pro League. But
I don't know, because I watch them a lot. But usually I turn them on, like, whenever I'm home, because he's not going to bother me.
Through whatever journey of Apex gods looking over
I know.
But Redeem is still
I love them. I read all the books.
1 point to unseat them, and with intel and bots,
they're so good. The only thing I'm mad about is Winky never made it into the movies, but that's fine. Whatever.
And Intel, who's been holding that broken building all game, is still in this next zone. They will be able to continue to hold on to that as long as they can pressure the squads to the southeast.
I don't really force him to watch anything. Usually when we're watching, we turn on like anime or he'll turn on a movie and I'm doing something else. And then I get sucked into these movies that he turns on.
Who's sitting behind him. So they've cycled into this next spot.
We're not having that argument again, Phoenix.
So not exactly the staying power you would like to see when you're in the middle of the zone. Not exactly in the middle, but at least in the very next zone. And look at all the squads to the west, Tiff. That is going to be that is going to be a feat to try and make your way in here.
I mean, we're about to witness something absolutely chaotic, and you have Buff Pathfinder and Rise sitting on 42 points. Buff Pathfinder's already got a map win, so they would win a tiebreaker in that sense. In my opinion,
feet. Who are still in?
Going to have a not going out and dead ass looking to make a play here.
We had that argument in my stream the other night about Star Trek and Star Wars and Harry Potter versus Lord of the Rings. It's not even an argument. Yeah, we did have that argument.
Thankfully, Zainu still.
Because you were like, Lord of the Rings is better.
I believe Tech's internet actually went out and funked.
Not even a competition.
God damn.
They're both good.
Trying to keep their Pro League dream alive, and bots still in it.
Brag ending. Everybody on every floor.
And as I say that, Stump is going to fall.
We're getting another game. Game 8. We're going to game 8.
This is forever.
Holy shit.
Absolutely brutal. And just look at that. 7 squads left. Redeem is still in this. Psycho is still in this. LTC, with how long they've held, this might have been just enough to push themselves over as well. We see there on their counter 54 points.
Everybody wants it. Everybody wants it.
Going to search their way into this.
I don't know that I've ever watched all of Star Trek either. I've watched all of Star Wars.
Game number 7, and it's not over yet. The final ring.
I've seen
30
some
seconds from closing.
I've seen a newer Star Treks, but then I haven't seen any of the older ones. My grandpa was big in the older Star Treks.
No, they were sitting on 49.
Yeah, they were once.
God. The EVA 8 of plowing. Holy.
I think a lot of early movies, long, like it would be a long series. The early ones are kind of not the best because they don't know how they're gonna go.
Revival game sitting on 54 points. They've got themselves on match point now as well.
What a way for things to play out. Intel
like I've been in the same room while Star Trek was on, but I've never like sat down and turned.
The old Star Treks are boring as fuck.
Now it is potentially Revival's game. Revival
what
game's
was that one that we
to have a
that
huge
was like,
game here. 9 kills on the ticker. You see there, and they continue to press. They continue to find the damage.
The Orville?
Swing on from behind is going to come through.
Yeah, Orville was good, but that's kind of like a comedy.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh my God,
there's a comedy spin-off of Star Trek.
Squads remaining in deadass. That late push, right? It was a slow burn. They didn't necessarily do
straight chaos. The announcers are gonna have fun with this deadass whenever because they're going to Pro League.
Oh, that's her name. Is Dead?
Yeah.
Damn.
Winners, so clutch.
And that was off the back of I think the last number.
I'm pretty sure.
How many are in match point?
Was 12. So
I think we're gonna go to maybe 6 or
if you were doubting this
6 or 7 squads.
As you said, that slow simmer, that slow start, Poro
going to match point.
I swear, if they all
past all of their opponents to likely a top 3, if not top 5 finish.
Quite possibly the slowest start you could hope for. I mean, they had 1 point, 2 points, 4 points, 5 points, and then all of a sudden 16, 8, however many they got in this one, is quite a nice little stack for themselves. They definitely have woken up here in the second half of the day.
You can tell he's in Texas.
The question is, Tiff.
Oh.
I think we're what, like 6, maybe 7 teams that are now over the threshold.
How do you notice shit like that?
At least 6, I believe. Is this it? Do we have one game left?
I think so. I feel like we just witnessed an anime training arc for the first 7 maps, and now it's coming to ultimate.
I would have never noticed there's a flag in the backside of his shit.
You're about to witness something.
He has a dirt bike helmet.
I would not be at all surprised if that were to be
like
the case,
a dirt bike helmet.
Let's check in with highlights from that last one. Again,
he's really hoping that
this next game. You gotta give it to these teams in this lobby, man. They have been putting in work. It feels like this is
got time now.
I think I have to say, like,
I ain't bald on
strength lobby that I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, and I think one
that
of the
right
biggest
there.
highlights of it is just seeing. It's crazy to say, but where Rise is sitting on the leaderboard right now really is a bit of a metric for how strong these teams are playing. They're no longer a team that's getting 30 points in one game. In fact, I think we might have seen the first 30-point game potentially here in that last one, if not just short of it. So very evenly matched, very impressive. Playing to survive, playing to win play styles that I love to see, seeing 0 teams dead in 1. Teams are playing for the dub. They're playing for that.
It works.
They are fighting for it, and I think this is exactly what I expect. 30 points for Deadass.
It's gone. It looks weird.
Points for Deadass. Psycho with a little bit more down to earth performance there. It's 10 points.
Oh! I touched it. Fucked it up.
Also, a nice little stack for themselves. So this is probably
as soon as you touch it,
that we've seen tonight, Tiff, where it feels like the majority of the points have kind of gotten sponged onto just a couple of teams, and everybody else is left to fight for the scraps.
I mean, it really does. If you're going to have 18 eliminations, you're denying so much from all of the other teams. But we can't count out E8 like down there in 17th place. They did a really great job taking on SCS and eliminating them and picking up some of Cozy as well. So good, strong fights. It's just not enough, and it could be too little too late. So they're going to need to double down, knowing that at least 4 teams are going to be on match point. I mean, Deadass having a 30-point game, of course they're going to be on match point, and Team Psycho, I don't believe they necessarily had enough to do it. They might be just a couple shy. Redeem will be a couple shy. But this is going to be an all-out brawl.
I was half of me was kind of expecting LTC to get the win that last game after coming in with 49 points. Like,
what the fuck into the Conquerors, bro? That game, just play it, bro. You're gonna absolutely love it. You have the same kind of humor we do. You're absolutely gonna love it.
And see what we have going into the final game. 6 teams over the threshold. 6 teams with a chance to earn that victory and end.
Absolutely gonna love it.
This last opportunity, the top 8, the cut line. Again, so very damn close. Team Psycho currently holding the edge on Buff Pathfinder and Rise, but slept on Randoms, Diverge, Sausage Sorcerers, Drugs Free. Everybody's so close. Once. I feel like we're gonna see so much shifting in this next round, Melicrit.
Yeah, it's looking really tight. Redeem, a team that I definitely had high expectations here, and I'd love to take a look at what their general stats are looking like, because for them to be just this much off, what do they need to give to get that last inch? Because now, if they weren't playing for the win before, oh man, it is just so much more critical at this point that they find a win, and it's the same for Team Psycho, Buff Pathfinder, and Rise, who we have one more map on World's Edge. They showed their dominance on this map. If they're going to get to continue to try and get to that match point level, and of course continue to try and get to that top 8, they're going to have one of those nuclear games that we saw during the losers.
It is removed forever from the stream.
I mean, a lot of it seems middle of the pack, right? 20 teams, we're seeing 10th, 8th, 10th, 12th, 11th. It's going to take that last little bit, that last ounce of effort that's going to put these teams over. So not surprising to see these stats and how stacked they are in comparison to
everything's just like falling down.
This is still an impressive scoreline in a lot of ways.
And what if we
Be
get
over on the next game? We can play a little bit of
just the crazy scenario? Say we get another unique winner
like that for
next game. How many teams will break that threshold? And then what about the possibility of finishing in 9th place?
We got
just
6
outside
teams
of
in match
qualification, and you've broken the
Holy.
50-point threshold. That would just be absolutely brutal. Hopefully we don't see
the
that.
top 7 is this.
I guess
that 8th
spot.
spot.
You think we're gonna
really
do it next game?
anybody's game right
we're
there.
Gonna see next game be the final game, or
all
we
the way
just
from
going 8?
I say random. So
I'm
13
that
through
a little bit and throw
through 8th is a
Tiff,
toss up.
actually, Tiff.
If
we don't get
Dude, that's back when games had no filters, like before parents and Karens and
going to play spoiler if you had to pick one.
Oh,
yeah, like that is like
that's really tough because we're going on to
when games were great.
I'm just not
There's
sure
also a game from the PlayStation 1 days called Bully. You can download Bully, and that one's also a good game too.
Going to Pro League and Split 2, which I just feel like
video games used to not be as censored as they are now.
Right, and I just feel like they've already thought that based on their performance throughout Challenger Circuit, and they just seem like very confident people. And I couldn't imagine them not qualifying. So I feel like if they don't step up and get this win here, they're not.
All right, who are you rooting for? Match point.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
the name.
Yeah, I know you didn't ask me, but I'm going to give you my opinion anyways because that's what I
know. Revival game.
But I think if at all those teams, I think Rise has to be at the top of the list of teams that you would expect to get a win that is not in that top 6. I think everybody's a little bit surprised to see them struggling the way they are, but that's Apex.
Those are the relegation teams.
Any given day,
those are the ones that got good. They automatically get the playing finals.
Too great for Rise so far, but they still have time. They still have time to turn things around, get that top 8 spot. But we are getting ready to head into that next game.
So that basically what they're doing is fighting for their spot to stay in.
So we are going to throw it over to Dia and Twiggy.
They're about to get dropped and replaced.
Bring us home.
I don't know about you, dear, but I want to get off Mr. Bones' wild ride. I am.
They can all lose for all I care. This nonsense.
We're now on 6 teams that can take it away.
Well, I'm big into just keeping up with the ALGS.
I feel like a stack
we are streaming.
Another unique winner.
Technically, we are streaming.
We'll see how many more teams can get over that threshold before we get to end things off. But I don't know. Today has been.
I didn't know they were actually streaming the.
I can't see it going any further.
The Challenger Circuit.
But you never really know.
It certainly has been unreal, and I tell you what, Twiggy, I will drag you kicking and screaming through 16 games if need be, maybe even sleeping, as the fates may have it. But as we do get closer, you're right, I can't help but feel like the end is nigh. And the really nice thing about that is that the longer these games go, or the longer this tournament goes, the more consistency is being rewarded in our players, right? You go 3 games, and sometimes there's a little bit of a mix-up, and the team falls flat on their face in the first couple of games where they would have via their...
This is what you call taking it easy for a night.
Now we're getting to see who can really perform under pressure, and
we'll see who wins this, and then we'll go back to your daily broadcasted entertainment. But we'll play longer tonight too. So we'll stream this, and we'll still do our 1 to 2 hours, or 1.5 to 2 hours.
This close to being
we'll get plenty of streaming in after this.
Wild.
I'm not working tomorrow.
Clutch it because we are dropping into what very well could be the last game of the Pro League qualifiers.
This is going to be one hell of a game to remember. But yeah, as you said, I want to bring back that point about consistency, because we look at a team like Bots that have made it over the threshold. They're absolutely fine no matter what.
This is like movie night.
Well, no, sorry, I don't mean they're fine no matter what. I mean they are.
Which we can do in Discord. I found out today that you can stream a movie in Discord, and everybody can watch a movie together.
In the end of that, so
we can all have a slumber party.
Close it out in the end, and a team like Bots, where we've seen lots of really good performances. But we haven't seen.
We can watch all of the Harry Potters.
Oh God, no! Never mind. I did not. I retract my statement.
Unscathed and being able to take that first place, drop dramatically. You know, compared to other teams that may not be as consistent, but maybe, more akin to getting those first places. So I am interested to see if they can break that streak of not quite getting over the finish line and manage to take this one away before you never
What time
know
are you
at this
waking
point,
up tomorrow,
getting
Hot-Pie?
those points stolen away from them and dropping out of the top 8, even though they are over 50 points.
And one of the things that has to be on all these teams' mind as well is that match point format isn't going anywhere. It isn't unique to playing through the Challenger circuit and then the Pro League qualifiers. If you are a team that's in
I'm gonna need someone to play with because Pix is gonna be up Hogwarts ass tomorrow.
SCS,
So we're playing
Apex.
Hogwarts Hagrid's ass tomorrow.
Up again. I gotta say, you're looking at this Pro League split that is
What?
hopefully coming up.
Well, this is before the He Who Must Not Be Named.
Trying to solve these problems because you can get very far as a team that's consistent.
You're an hour ahead of us.
Never be able to
excuse me.
if you cannot clutch up in matches.
So probably 11 o'clock your time.
The truth of Apex Legends.
11 p.m.
That's the goal of all the teams here today. Nobody is making Pro League and
One's name's
taking their foot
McLovin.
off the gas. Everybody is here.
Oh,
because they
automatic,
love
my
this game
favorite.
And they want to be the best in the world.
I'm really looking to see something more. I feel like out of the
I should be on right about 10.
now, I think we have enough teams that are over the threshold now that not all of them are going to play passively. That's what we've seen a lot from SCS. That's what we saw a little bit.
I can't
from,
believe we're
the
in
other
game
teams as
8.
They made it over that 50-point threshold, but
This is
basically
ridiculous.
we've been seeing the bottom 5 teams run into fights. Well, here we are again, TSS looking for an opening way of getting something done.
Whoa! That's a revenant octane, baby!
Gambino.
Welcome to
They're not having a good
like
time.
that. What? Okay, you know what? I was so
They're all the
focused
way-
on making the point that
Number
TSS
one monkey
needed
boy
to
is
get points. I
Blur.
didn't even look.
And they're not having a good
As I
time.
was saying, it seems like the bottom 5 teams
Yeah,
have just
they're
been running
just
into
trolling at
engagement.
this
So
point.
here we are with TSS running Rev Octane. They're going to be looking for something insane to happen. And hey, you know what? You're how many points off the top 8 now? With 34 at this point. No, 36. Sorry, at this point.
They're just gonna red
Honestly,
paint
I
everybody.
respect it completely.
Yeah,
because if you're gonna get points,
The
bringing out something
announcer
like that
said
is one
that
way to do it.
Hambino and
So,
them
hey,
have been doing really good in the
judgment
Challenger
from me
circuit.
for TSS.
They don't know what
I do love
happened
a bit of Rev
having a
Octane,
bad
but,
day.
Oh my, yeah.
Bad day?
Okay, I'll go back to the point before we were rudely interrupted by the insane pick there.
They have been
the bottom 5
tearing
teams
it
are running
up.
into
Like, they
engagement.
had high
They've been
hopes
looking for points. It hasn't worked out for them in
them.
the last few games, but the top 6 teams have just kind of been coasting their way to the final 5.
We see a
hoping
Reptane.
that they win.
We see a
To
Reptane.
see more,
Give it to us. Give old time's
aggressiveness.
sake. Get a Reptane.
Rise know they're going into a Revtane now,
Yep.
so we are seeing that aggression from TSS, who have started the fight in Rise's home territory over by launch, but it's not nearly enough. It seems Detox does get taken down by
I love
Alizur,
it.
but it's traded back this time. It's A1s that clutches up another knock onto Retzi, and it's A1s that needs to make this work for the squad. Losing a full point, still in a 1v1. He does it, and Rise stay
They
alive
lost it
in the face of one
with
of the
the
most
Reptane.
terrifying compositions in Apex Legends.
Oh man,
I
I'm
remember
very
you- that
happy
used to
for
be
Rise,
so
but I'm
overpowered.
sad that Reptane is just gone, and we don't get to see any more.
Deadass
of it.
is going
Deadass
out.
Also fighting for their
Deadass
lives.
is
over
out.
Karma is down. Deadass down in absolutely no time whatsoever.
Five
Well,
teams
that's
still
gonna
up.
be,
Still can
good
take
for
it.
some people. For Deadass, that's going to be a lost opportunity for them.
No time like the present for SS, though, sitting in 11th right now. They were another one of those teams that people look at, like so many in the Pro League qualifiers, and say, why are you
He
here?
would not.
There is no question that you should be a Pro League team, and right now, plenty of people are certainly questioning it. Sitting outside the top 8 is not a comfortable spot for them, and the fact they've picked up the 3 KP, moved themselves up another spot, a little bit closer to top 8 in what, again, is very likely to be one of our final games, is going to be so important.
Yeah, well, our chances of finishing this one off, though, have dwindled by about 15%, with one of our top teams being taken out. We'll see if that continues to be the trend
nice.
throughout this one, man. What a beam there. I mean, Presley has been absolutely insane this whole time
another
with
Octane?
the Sniper Rifles. I think we saw him do a very similar thing with a
He's down.
Sentinel earlier on in one of the games. But the 8 just haven't found the consistency through these games so far to be able to contest for that top 8 spot. They'll try their best here, though. I mean,
They
to be
really
fair,
put Conquer in Diddy Kong
the push
Racing?
they've put in
No
the
shot.
past 3
I didn't know that.
has been absolutely brilliant to see from this team.
Hugh doing a really good job on this. Seer keeping his team appraised of the locations of their prey. The low health bar he just recently acquired. And the fact that Golden has
day.
been knocked, though, things are looking a little more iffy. This fight's gotten away
old school
from
gaming.
EA.
Bad graphics, but
this lack
so good.
of comms,
it's so
this
cringy.
lack of ability to finish things off cleanly has bitten them more than once today. It may be biting them for the final times. Out goes the missile swarm, and I believe they're going to get the pickup
LTC,
here. Cozy trying to wrap around
Revival Gaming, and
SCS. Might still be able to. Oh my lord! Clutch it up, and I bite my tongue. Diff Q's Skynade ends
it's
the
crazy.
line.
Like
Cozy.
SCS, like they've been on match point for the past 5 games.
It's not reflected on the live score at the moment, but Intel have been taken out. That's another 15%
first 5 games. They've had to play an additional
likelihood of being able to finish off this game.
4 games.
My sleep schedule is screaming at the top of its lungs right now. We'll see what
that
goes
sucks
on
to
here.
be at match
4
point.
teams remain that can finish this one
for
out
4 straight
in
games.
this lobby right now. And well, I mean,
they're guaranteed with the points they have. They're guaranteed a slot.
You can't just finish it.
Yeah. All likelihood they're not getting it done this game.
They're guaranteed a spot in Pro League.
The longer
so
this goes on, the more those top 8 teams.
pretty much our top 5, they're locked
50
in.
points is not safe anymore at that point.
Now, we've done a really good job of staying on board with the individual teams and tracking when people are going out. We've caught a lot of fights, but I'll tell you what we're missing a little bit of right now is the greater context of this game, where the ring is going and what that means. Because we saw how much it impacted teams last game when we pulled ourselves into Fragment. This is a good start, though, because looking at where Psycho are at for the past couple games
My chair's not built for this.
Of where the ring is ending. These guys have been predicting zones like we had heralded teams like Sausage Sorcerers for doing in the qualifiers. Psycho have been doing it today, and they've been doing it really consistently for over half the games.
Oh, fuck.
And it looks like the stat we just received.
Oh, SCS might drop out of this one.
An Octane last map, and it didn't work out for them. Then either. Oh man, no time
Bro,
to talk.
we'll lay down.
SCS
We need my sandwich.
in a fight right now, and James Fearless on the ground there. That's not SCS, that's Karasno. There we go. Updated quite quickly. Very good.
Thank you.
Karasno, again, one of these teams that is fighting their way up into the 8th position. They've dropped down slowly and slowly, further and further down that leaderboard right now, and they need themselves some heavy points to pick themselves back up and get into the fight. James Fearless back. Oh no, not back on his feet. Gonna be. Oh no, okay, no, he's back. Never mind.
Who's all ready for that sear nerf?
But SCS looking for this one as well. And fighting well, but oh god, here comes
the Fat Nine.
Yeah, this fight is just so ridiculously scuffed. So many
big old
teams
Fat Nine
have just piled into this tunnel that E8 coming in weren't even the last ones. We got another team coming up in the distance through the smoke, and Buff Pathfinder do pull out the disengage once they notice that everything is over. But Karasuno being eliminated. Remember, this squad comes from Pro League. I even spoke to Fearless before these games, and he said no doubt about it, we're taking down these teams. There is such a big gap in between Challenger Circuit and Pro League, and right now it looks like the gap's going the other way, because the Challenger Circuit teams are feeling so comfortable in these chaotic games.
Yeah. These bottom 5 teams as well have consistently just gone out and gone out and gone out. EA doing
but
their
the games have been
get
fucking
rid of their
epic.
competitors here. But yeah, you are completely right. I think everybody watching, casting, anything, playing is shocked at how close all of these are and how close the whole field is going through this one, and how long we're going on right now, because this is unbelievable how at each other's throats every single team is, no matter where they've come from coming into this lobby.
We finally get a taste of that map, and we called it. Psycho right there, middle of the 3rd ring, or rather, upper left corner of the 3rd ring. Team Diverge sit at Grandma's house in LTC, where we saw them rotate into earlier. I'm taking a look at bots who hold down the last building in Fragment and should be able to clean up a considerable amount of kills by facing off against squad after squad, and Rise, who were supposed to be our heroes of World's Edge, now trapped in Fragment East. They've got ways out, but they've got to go through squads to do so, and their 3v3s have not been what they were on Saturday.
No, not at all. 4
So you
teams
can get rid of the
still
scam
remain, can finish off today's action for us.
You'll never get fully rid of scan characters.
This has been a faster game. Looks like E8 may be going into another fight very shortly. We'll see that in just a second. It is looking like we're going to be going a little longer. A lot of these teams that, you know, weren't performing at the start.
That is
had
a horrible
this second
zone,
win.
though.
They've come back into this one. They're really just trying to take out any teams that can ruin their chances of getting through on this. And a lot of the teams that were doing well to start off with have dropped to the bottom of the leaderboard and just don't have the energy to keep going, it doesn't look like.
At this point, the exhaustion is starting to hit you. I know we had a couple people asking about it in the chat, and exhaustion, unfortunately, is another part of Apex Legends on long days like these, and even on 12-game tournament days. Teams have played through, and the majority of our squads have played.
Now we know we can do ALGS watch party
like this to get to where they are now. So exhaustion is setting in, but it's exhaustion that these teams, the majority of them, have weathered before. We've got Redeem holding out the choke point for right now. They are one of those squads that's been struggling to stay in the top 8, but for right now are technically in qualification territory. They've got 47 points, and with another couple slots would really solidify their place inside the Pro League. Playing this choke point is really nice for now, but the concern does have to be where they relocate to, because in a zone like this, there's simply not that many places outside of dogpiling in Grandma's house that you can really coexist.
Yeah, and I don't think it's ridiculous at this point to say that we are definitely going to have 8 teams over 50 points by the end of today, which is something I didn't think I'd be saying at the start of today's action. You know, especially when we had, you know, teams like Rise, where everybody was going, oh, Rise are just going to melt through the lobbies. It's going to be absolutely simple. They're going to get to 50 points. They're going to finish off.
I don't know. I haven't got flagged for watching Twitch yet on YouTube.
It's not happened, and we are here for the long haul. And although it does look like they will be getting to 50 points, it's going to be after 8 games.
I've been flagged yet. Can't be that illegal, huh?
Teams that are still in this top 6, still in that qualification zone, is able to win this one out. We'll have to see if that does happen. A lot of them very quiet at this point. I mean, really, all of the teams I feel like that we've got left that can win this one out right now, they're playing so passively at this point. SCS especially, who have been since the start, but they've slowed to a crawl now.
Out of the frying pan and into the fire, bots absorb the push from E8 unsuccessfully, lose a member, and then another as they are on the run to Rise. Bots now completely taken out, and E8
that was
continuing
cheeky
to farm. We asked this question earlier, is this the rise of E8 and the way they're playing right now? I'm inclined to say it is. Redeem do get taken out in the meantime. Revival also
we have
losing
2 teams,
spot.
2 teams left at match point.
Actually on
We're in game 8. We could possibly see a game 9.
And SCS, but it's looking more and more like we're going to another
definitely has to be a record.
Poro has already expressed his discomfort to me in chat. Personally, at what I have been saying, but
definitely
I will remind
you,
I am the one for whom it is 5 a.m. in the morning. I am the one who is here completely. I'm being roped into this all day long, and we have got 2 teams left.
Bro, all these players have to be tired.
To close it out already, and have not been able to pull it off. E8 now trying to hold off an attack, and
god,
it's not looking so good for them so far. Rise, they
God!
get themselves to 50
but these
points.
Players still have to be. You're talking about 30 minutes a session.
Thing. These teams, they're also fighting, and they want this next game, especially teams like Rise and E8 that need those additional points to get in here. The dream for these squads in
damn well they're worn out, mentally
and you are not going to let
worn out.
another 30 minutes of your time, the risk of that, stand between you and living your professional dream. Right now, Rise are trapped on the outside of an ever-increasingly
SCS is stuck in the cut.
Look at where
they're stuck inside the bridge.
Straight in between
I don't know who
Grandma's house and
Mercy only belongs to.
We have got a game, folks, and it is one that is going to be fought out in the open. The
LTC,
only places that you can
LTC has a good spot.
And loot pills. This is an all-out brawl.
That's gonna suck if they have to fight.
We've also been given a current.
They can rotate if they randoms rotate out.
For which it is
Homies just need to come in, but then we got Psycho over here.
So we go and we really hope.
Oh
right
man,
now that
LTC is the only one I think that's in a
prevails,
safer
but the
spot than.
likelihood of that is dwindling as we go.
Come on,
forward.
boys.
I mean,
This
SCS,
is your
they must
time.
be antsy, to say the least. For lack of better words that I can't say on broadcast, they really, really must be kicking themselves that they have not been able to close it out so far. And they need to bring out something special here.
Now, if you are an SCS fan, you can rest a little easier than
I know
most,
y'all
because
want it.
unlike Squats in
Oh
Fragment,
God,
you've
look
got
at the
a natural
beams.
angle of approaching. You've got Crust, who has just attached a
Oh yeah,
laser
game.
beam
Good
to
job,
his
boys.
bolt, completely taking out random
Good shit.
and obliterating this western side of the ring. Slayer's gonna stay
Oh,
alive.
game.
Xenox goes
We're going to
down
game 9.
From underneath, SCS are gonna bite the dust, and you cannot
Come
run.
on, see,
You
just
certainly can
player
try and
just
hide,
stays.
though. We've got
Chill.
one member left, but Team Psycho, they rise from under the bridge and take out almost all of SCS.
He's so tired.
Oh no! Oh god!
They take out all of SCS.
Oh, we're going to game 9.
I'm losing my mind.
Going to game 9.
What
Boys
can
just
the
dropped
play
again.
makes Twiggy a tired boy. Oh
I
my
couldn't
God,
imagine
just
being
keep
at match
going,
point.
Psycho. They're looking for redemption here. They're going to
For
be
6
able to
games.
go over 50 points.
They've literally had to play
Let's
6
remind
games at match
ourselves,
point.
They
2
were
of those games
right,
were
the bottom
uncontested.
3, no way!
Yeah,
Psycho were in the bottom
It was
3,
theirs to
what,
win.
3 games
Taking
ago, they are now over 50 points. They are now on match point eligibility. Next game, they're eliminated. Diverge also get to 50 points off the
Oh
back
my
of that.
gosh,
This
so
is
we've got another
insane.
one
It
in
never ends.
match
It
point
never
now.
ends.
No, we have
Nightmare.
we
have-
Nightmare. Nightmare.
I think there's going to be 11 to 12 teams
From
match
AJ,
point
tanking a
next
bit
game.
of the zone, the right call to get through that Watson fence, but it doesn't work. Sausage Sorcerers on a
What are
path
these
of
names?
vengeance ended up finding their kills early on and want to close
Sausage
out the game.
Sorcerers.
Meanwhile,
They're the
you
sorcerers
have
of the
got another
sausage.
team on the opposite side. It's drug-free, looking over at Sausage Sorcerers and the chaos that has erupted on the western side of the ring, and
my.
scratching their heads wondering what is going on. These are seasoned Pro League players.
I want to play
on
Apex, but
drug-free,
this is
and
like
I am
this
sure
is
that
almost
they
more
haven't seen
exciting
a
than
game like this
ALGS.
in a while. Welcome to the Challenger Circuit, folks. Welcome
These boys
to Pro
want it.
League qualifiers. Sausage
They
Sorcerers,
want
both
it.
send it forward. We got Bangalore Bloodhound, and we are itching for a fight.
Sausage Sorcerers moving in, blood in the air, they can smell
The
it. and they're
variety
going for
pack.
it right
That's
now, drug-free,
hilarious.
and trying to
These
hold on
names
to
are
their
cracking
position
me
and keep
up.
them back, but damage is being dealt consistently by Sausage Sorcerers now, and it looks like drug-free are going to try to bring the fight back to them, take matters into their
I
own hands,
wonder
and hope
if
they're
they
going to
make
back
the
up to another
sausages at
corner, and
Hogwarts.
hope that they don't get pushed out at this point. Ults being traded back and forth, abilities all over the place, shield cells being put down. They're just trying to keep themselves alive at this point, and Sausage Sorcerers, maybe it's been moved back on them. Drug-free move in. They start beaming health down. Impulse is on the ground. Asura
Let's
is
go.
on the ground.
God
It may be it
damn.
for Drug-free. They can do it, but no. Sussex Sorcerers are the
Oh my
ones to
God.
take the win.
They
All
grab
right,
themselves
we're going to
a
game 9, baby.
10-point finish.
Game 9.
After that game, 66 points will put them eligible to finish this tournament. And
I
put
started
you to
streaming
sleep,
an hour and a
Twiggy.
half
But I'll
ago,
tell you
and that's
what, the
when
game won't let you. We just keep
SCS
higher and higher
hit match
adrenaline.
point.
We start with a Rev Octane fight. We end with a Bangalore Bloodhound
Ah,
push
damn.
in the
Hey,
middle
what did
of
you say
the
that I was gonna
open.
hit you for?
Horo,
I remember.
absolutely
I tuned in
incredible
like
game,
right at the
and
time
we
where
go
you're
with
like,
that.
Fix is gonna come in and hit me in the head.
T's and P's, Twiggy. Thoughts and
I didn't hear what
prayers,
you said
my
before
dude.
that.
You're,
It's all good. It's fine. It's fine. It's my
you're-
job.
I
It's
don't
my
remember.
job.
We had to roll the stream back to find that out.
And screaming.
Well, I mean, hey,
Wow,
there's
I think we're
definitely
gonna
a lot
have.
of
I
screaming
want to say
going
we
on
got
that last
13
one.
teams right now at match point.
Boy, SCS just got rolled
I mean,
up
it's
on it.
literally
Yeah,
anybody's
you know,
game.
as we were sitting there, we had
Absolutely
this current
ridiculous.
probability of this being the last game that was showing, and every minute it just kept going down.
All right,
and
yeah, if
down
y'all
and
been
down,
tuned
and
in
finally
for
I
as
was
long
just
as you
like,
have,
please shut up.
let's take a poll. Who's everybody
But
got
it's
for the
finally
fight
it's
for
0%. I'm just
someone
like, oh,
taking us home?
All right, let's run it again. But now there's going to be there's the likelihood that we were talking about before of a team breaking the 50-point barrier and not qualifying is not only a real possibility, but it's going to happen.
Remember when I said
kind of how
5?
it is. Yeah, I
Remember when
way
I
back
said
then.
3?
Yeah.
That was It seems like a very long, long time ago. Well, let's run it back here and take a look at how the sausage sorcerers, aka the Glizz Gandalf,
aka TSM, aka NRG.
Utterly
His name goes, whichever
game.
team gets his over
I say
faster.
It not from the standpoint
Taking
of
forever.
referee, who again were sitting on
9?
the other end of
I
the
thought it was
game.
over at
Why
this
is
one.
this not going slower?
Yeah, I don't
There
understand.
was too many
Entertainment
teams for it
perspective, and
to
from
go
a
to another one.
mechanics perspective, this
I'm ready for the new
SCS
ALGS
flying
split
on the
though.
way up.
They don't
That
even have a
final
date
zone
for when it's supposed to
has
start.
Not
incredible
tripods,
push from
facts.
Psycho to
Tripods,
come take them down.
it's we
Psycho
rooted
then
for the
takes
underdog.
down Rise.
We thought the
Do we
underdog could do it,
understand
but
how
then Nick
incredible
kind of
it is?
basically left the
Team
game
Psycho who've been
and
sitting
thinks he's gonna
center
come
zone,
back.
whose best
Split
plays
2,
have
right at
been
split
those
2.
that let them take the last fight, get to take down one of
I mean,
the
tripod, they're
best
not going
fighting
nowhere.
teams
I'm
coming
not even
into
putting
the
my
game.
hopes and
Yes,
dreams into
Sausage
tripods
Sorcerers win,
next
but we
split.
had so many
I'm just gonna root for our boys in
highlight plays,
NRG
but I have
and
to
guard.
say, every team had their moment in the sun.
All it took was 8 games. I'm warmed up. All of a sudden,
Yeah,
they're
who
just
knew?
they're turning up. I mean, even E8 is coming out and going out here in the late day. But there you go. Sorcerers.
Those
28 points to the
Gent
win.
was playing
Drug-free
Warzone a
right
couple of
there
times
as
last
well.
week.
Oh man, they were so close. They were so close to breaking.
I
that
think
50
right now
points, too.
Nick is
I'm not sure if
playing
they ended up getting it. We'll
Hogwarts.
have to see on the overall leaderboard. But Team Divergent, Psycho,
At least
as
Sweets
well,
is
double-digit
playing
points.
pubs.
Rise getting their
Whereas-
getting their
I don't even
50
actually. I
plus,
think he's
so
only
they are
played
sitting
pubs
pretty
twice
nice
this
on the
week.
leaderboard, but
Osmond.
let's take a look.
How's
Let's take
the
a look
only-
and see
TSM
what
is
we
the only
have
ones that have
waiting
been
for us as we
consistent.
enter into match number 9. 10 teams.
You have 10 teams at match
10
point.
teams
And that's a paycheck.
of all.
This is
What?
where we got to in
TSM,
the
they're just
NBA.
securing.
10 teams.
Yeah, that's all
was
TSM
the
is doing
max.
is securing a paycheck.
This should be, by all accounts,
Please stop.
the last.
Don't say
game.
it.
I know.
Don't
I
you
know.
say it.
I
I
know.
seen
I'm
that
looking
their
for a
season
win
2
from
Reloaded,
TSS
where they
Look,
basically reverted the whole game back to
look at
Warzone 1 because no
teams
one liked
that I was
Warzone
talking
2.
about when we hit
They-
Yeah,
World's
but they hit
Edge
match
first.
point
It was
first,
Team Diverge and Redeem, as well as Rise. Now, Rise
Off the
sit inside
20
the top 8.
bomb.
Diverge and Redeem do not. I've been talking up Team Psycho. They're outside the top 8. We have such close competition.
I believe Bubs is the
They
best way to
make
keep
it
your
inside
gun
these top
frosty.
8. Now, the point that you brought up earlier, Twiggy,
He
really
farted
starts
again.
to
That's
kick in
gross.
because the more teams
Absolutely
are on
gross.
that point, the more chance that somebody who was not going to qualify you qualify.
I will
over
definitely
5
be
points.
rooting for
Now, Ali
NRG and guard
with
next
the win
season.
and bumps out that
Keon's
top
still
7
gonna be my
spot.
boy.
It's dangerous stuff, man.
I remember watching him
Very,
with
very
his
dangerous
Watson.
stuff. And the situation
Before
has
they
kind
were
of
both
remained
pro.
the
Just did it
same ever
again.
since
Stop.
SCS basically broke 50 and were able to
heard
qualify
that
with
one.
a win. But that cut line.
I agree with you, Zinnick. I think they
mean,
should have
just
left the
mere
game alone.
points. Mere
They shouldn't
points
have
away. And
reverted their
it's
game back
the
to the
same
game
all the way
everybody
down.
hated.
Drug-free Redeem, Buff Pathfinder slept on.
Regardless
Raven.
if the new
they've
game
all
was
got
worse than the
40
first
plus,
game, like,
they're-
just
that-
make
that
it better.
cut line is within range for
I
those
gotta-
teams.
I gotta
with one more
download it.
good game. And to top it all off, Twiggy,
What'd you
which
hit
would
me with the bro for, Hot Pie?
Yeah,
He said
another
boo.
change of pace.
Oh.
Just to,
He
if
said,
it
"Bro,
wasn't,
I'm
interesting
freaking
enough
tired."
Already. We're going to a new map, and obviously everybody. Although it's like.
How is pubs not a place
It's not really
to
gonna
keep a
matter
pro
whatsoever.
player gun frosty
Yeah,
though?
now really things get a little interesting because obviously the story that was.
Well, Fade
we were
next
over
season,
50
pro
points, maybe
players.
a
I'm just
team
saying,
like, I don't know who
Nick,
went
go bass.
over 50 like earlier on. Let's
I
say
see them.
Intel or something like that, who aren't at the top, but they went over 50 points relatively earlier on.
I do enjoy watching
It's
Fade
not
and
now we can
Ecstasy
coast and just try and get a
versus
victory
watching a
because
pro player
you
though
might
on
just get
stream.
overtaken by somebody else who is over 50
I'm
points at this point.
lazy
They
and
need
not
to go
wanting to
for a
walk.
win now. Every team in that top 10 needs to go for a win.
I'm pretty sure
And,
did not pick up
the
half of
game
what
has
you just
completely
said.
Well,
changed.
repeat it.
well, and then you throw on the fact that you have half the lobby.
Well, when everybody's just bomb rushing them,
can shut this thing down with a win, but then you also have half of the lobby.
Nice.
that
yeah,
can
nice fix, yeah,
ultimate
yeah. I see what you
spoiler,
did there.
wild card, do whatever the hell it is the TSS is doing, and just throw a wrench into the whole works.
Pretty
man.
much.
TSS.
Oh, you know, you just caught him off at an off angle just for the clip.
We talked
Stream
about
sniper.
this earlier. Like exhaustion is absolutely a thing. Over the course of the last 3 days, some of these teams have played 24 games now. But
All I did was want to play a little
TSS do
Apex,
look
and then we
like
got
they're
into
on
this
that
whole
bad day that we talked
getting
about
glued
earlier.
into
It
this
isn't
thing.
just that they're tired. They're just not in form at all. This isn't the TSS that a lot of people got to know during the Challenger circuit, and yesterday was a pretty big party day in the United States. But I
The
don't.
superb owl.
Yeah, I don't know what you can do if you are a team that is underperforming. I believe looking at the leaderboards, as we were just before,
he just
there's
got
a
rolled
big
because he
drop-off
followed
between
me.
somewhere around 15th and 16th. It's the only time
cussing
that
up
you
it-
have a gap
cussing
between
it up too because you're a
approaches
controller
and
player.
points, outside of that gap between first and second.
When you
SCS
switching the mouse and
lead by
keys,
a
Schmidt.
mile, and 15th leads 16th by a mile. Those bottom 5 teams are just not having a good time and can't seem to figure it out. It's been 8 games.
It's been rough. It's been rough. Well, we are, as we said, about to make that switch over to Storm Point once again. So looking at the games that we've already played on that map, winners.
That's the dude that started in Twiggy.
Winners, LTC Esports, Revival Games. Then you had Team Intel, I believe, and then Buff Pathfinder got a win. So those 4 teams already have a win in the bag. Do we expect to see them maybe run it back? Did that give them a little bit more of an advantage, or are the wheels just completely off?
I love the MNK and controller.
I mean, we're getting to the
debates.
Point in the
But I'm with Hal. Like, you can't have an input on either or if you haven't played in the big leagues with both inputs.
Been like SCS on
but
point for this
he was on
one.
controller for his
The
win.
mental effects of that start to get.
I believe he
He
was
was also on MNK for his last
get it
win.
over the line at this
yeah.
point. So there is definitely a psychological kind of a way that we can look at this. In
It went over by
maybe teams
Dome.
are now
Yeah.
questioning themselves, and we are going to see it keep going because the longer it
I
goes,
see
the
everybody
longer it
fighting
is
about it, but
likely
I'm
to
like,
go.
if aim assist was so good, why do
Keep
I
in mind,
miss like
FPS
90% of my clip?
One unfortunate
You know,
grenade
that's what I did. That was my fighting argument. I missed 90% of my clip.
Ending
Turn
this
off
thing,
your
I
aim
believe
assist.
And
it
like-
was
Turn off your
game
recoil.
5,
Like,
way
where
back
the
in
hell was my
2005. So that's how close. That's how
I'm like, oh,
close it
there goes
got.
aim
But
assist. I missed
we
another
are
half a
ready
clip.
to head into
Aim
match
assist
number
gets
9.
big.
So here we go. Melocrit,
L's.
Spider Tiff, bring us
Either
home.
sticks or
Hopefully.
L's.
Yeah, I have noticed that if you get it stuck on the side of someone's hitbox, it just
Instead of
follows
there
their
being held
hitbox. It doesn't
hostage here to
go
this
over
match
any.
point format, let me just tell you, this is one of the most exciting portions of Apex Legends for all of the viewers. And
I'm
now with
really
10
surprised they got
teams on
Spider
match
Tiff
point,
for this.
Mello, we've got a 50% chance of this ending, right? It either does or it doesn't.
And on the flip side, we have a 50% chance that the next time we see Twiggy, there will be a bit of sun shining on his face in an early UK morning. But in all seriousness, I think it's been brought up a lot, and I think it's even more important to mention it now. Just the fact that there are so many teams on the precipice of qualifying off of one win means that so many of the squads that are so close that had, I think, arguably a well-deserved spot.
They've been playing the game since like season 1 for 10 hours a day, dude. Eventually, you're just bored.
Game / couple games,
You know?
who knows at this point, because right off the cusp
Honestly, that's what I
we have a
see
couple
all they're
squads that could
complaining as
easily
is
take
like
a
they're
win
just
here,
bored.
jump their way to a match point spot and send
But
us
they
to
don't
a
make the game
10
fun
double
whenever all
digits.
they do is
think we
play
get their
ranked.
tiff, or do you think it's
They don't ever switch it up.
I'm not going to call it. I just want to
The
see it
meta
happen.
hard
I'm
shifted
going
to
to take it
SMGs with the
fight
car.
by fight,
Yes.
win by win, and see who comes
I
out on
barely
top.
ever
I
see
was
anybody with
talking
the
about,
PK
first
besides
7
for my
games
dumbass.
being that training arc, and
Now I'm hitting
Game
them
8
big
was
old
going
fat
to be the
9s,
one,
baby.
But now I feel as if we are just leveling up. We've already finished Naruto. We're going to Shippuden, baby. I don't know.
Absolute
Like,
facts,
this is
isn't
the
it?
time where
Absolute
everyone is
facts.
laid on the line, and if you are on that bubble, that precipice, the inevitable fate of being relegated back to Challenger Circuit and not kind of elevating up to Split 2 Pro League, play your life, play your game. Exhaustion is very real, and what Dia was mentioning, the fatigue, the playing all of the different series, the fact that
Pix wants to know if you watched any of the season 2 of Ragnarok, isn't it?
Like, these are not easy series.
Well, they didn't even buff shotguns. They gave it a stock, which they had no recoil already. And then gave him a kinetic feeder, which is the gold bolt. Literally, they could have just put the kinetic feeder on the ground and just made it an attachment for all the shotguns.
Too out of the ordinary.
I don't really see that as a buff.
And is cruising through Storm Point.
Yeah, they tightened up the.
Oh, so we ain't gonna be shooting 11s?
Yeah, and this zone pulling right towards the middle means that even
Shit,
a little bit
ultimate.
south means that
Well,
this
he
is
benched the
about
hell
as
out of
fair
that
game
season.
as it's
Buddha.
going to get, and I think it's
Buddha,
gonna be very interesting here as we approach the start of the zone closing.
If y'all haven't, if y'all are in the anime and have not
what these
watched
teams are going to opt into doing.
the Record of Ragnarok on Netflix, y'all need to. That shit is
Their
epic.
way into the center over towards Jurassic. Maybe looking to find some information with that beacon that currently belongs to Team Cozy, a team that is not currently
Sumo one.
on
The
match
Sumo
point
one
and
was
is gonna
was
be one
pretty
of the
good.
teams fighting for their lives to get there in game number 9. And I mentioned this before we got into this game.
So they're trying to make it to where M&K can hang with Roller up close.
How strong their world.
That's pretty much what that buff was for. So on console it ain't gonna really matter because everybody's still gonna be cheeks with fucking shotguns.
Their win in that first Challenger circuit. So they have
yeah, because Jack the Ripper took out Hercules.
Spoon, in my opinion. Can they find the win here? Can they turn the narrative to what was a very, very slow start to the day?
LTC
I can see they're trying. I can understand trying to level the playing field between inputs.
But you're right. Can Rise find the win, complete that full
But I mean,
circle
even
journey,
then, like,
and maybe make something happen? But
if you one clip someone with an R9, you're not getting that second shot off with a PK.
Really send it past all the teams.
You know what I mean?
Horizon, but LTC sitting on triple blue, not too bad for a start, and I'm really kind of interested to see kind of the circle that we made.
Whose name's Heracles?
A lot of the teams are making
Hercules?
their way out.
His real name's Heracles?
Of Cascade Falls.
Well, then they messed it up in Disney too.
Ooh, okay, Dan Matnick, let's go. Poison Pie, go to fall to the 30-30. Some rogue shots going out.
But he's a demigod.
Yeah,
he's not a
it's
god.
tough because even though this seems to be pulling the way of the likes of Cozy and some of the other squads that are sort of in the middle here, they don't necessarily start with the best loot. They're a very central location. Does mean that they benefit from being able to rotate to other sort of ring locations quickly. But when the ring is pulling right up near you, you don't really get the luxury of getting to rotate those transitionary spots.
Rendered in English as Heracles.
A bin or two on
So it's just an interpretation of the name.
You have to work with what you got. And you have to hold on to it for dear life, especially if you're one of the teams that is not sitting on match point. Which, reminder, if we haven't said it enough already,
you play corner, you're hitting
freaking lobby, man. That is so crazy.
But if you're playing the corner tight enough, you should be able to do more damage if you can only let them hit 9. You just gotta hope that they're
just outside of that as well, with a very respectable 47 points.
Hope that they're aiming on point. But even then, I mean, we're talking
49. So many squads that
Storm Point,
honestly have the potential
Storm
to
Point,
perform in Pro League are sitting
and Broken
just
Moon.
on the outside looking in.
Everything's pretty much wide open.
On the outside looking, and you have to like
even
really
inside the buildings are pretty much wide open.
Is already down and being inted on. You've got Z Davis and Joey Blackout.
I still see it being an SMG meta because the car's coming out of the replicator.
And it took them a couple maps to really start stringing some things together.
Yeah, car hits the ground floor.
Now it seems with Funk stepping in for tech. Shout out to Funk. Internet issues can be absolutely atrocious, especially this late at night, because you would hate to just be sitting there on a mobile phone, like trying to use your cellular data. Like, what is happening?
Yeah, but then you're gonna have you can beam me with an R3 in the open, but you're also gonna have a car in your pocket. You can't tell me you're gonna pick a PK over a car, and they're not even nerfing the car. They're just putting it back on the ground. I'm picking the car up over the PK. Even if I was good with the PK, I'm still picking up the car.
Yeah, TSS is here for a good time, and potentially not for a long time here, depending on how E8 ends up playing this. But, I mean, they got shields to work with. They've obviously got the Revenant. I don't know if they're going to try and set up that ultimate right on top before.
Well, of course, because of her passive.
Open. They don't have the Horizon.
I would. That's why they're calling for it. That's why they're calling for a Maggie.
They do set up a silence, so they're going to stop that squad from being able to use their abilities.
That's why they're calling for a Maggie meta because of the shotgun buff.
The first one to go down, Hambino. Beautiful spray with the card. That's going to be the second knock onto DivQ, and just like that, TSS has wiped E8 off the map.
I mean, honestly, that silence was well placed, and it was really interesting. I mean, I've heard some rumors of potential upgrades for Revenant's kit, and
that is true. PC will be different. Just because there are M&K players.
Match point eligibility here with 18 squads remaining, showing a lot of presence and really just anchoring off this side of the map. I like what I'm seeing.
Hey, well, look at the cheeky shots. The cheeky shots through the branches. Oh, and he getting shot in the right.
Getting a little crazy.
Yeah, threading the needle there with the Sentinel.
He just wants his kills.
Hungry
I just want my kills.
To walk up on this. This is just KP sitting waiting to be claimed, as well as all of that juicy loot in the corner. And of course,
Was he
clearing
just
out
double
another
checking?
team
Oh, because they don't got to
might be
see her.
rotating into your end game is definitely also very well desired. Well deserved, though, is a different question. Rise does end up suffering a knock to Retzi. Doesn't look like it's going to be converted into anything quite yet, but there is a cancel on the res from the enemy Seer, and the black hole with a very well-placed Arc Star is going to find the damage on the Awans. Awans is going to close off that door with the gravity lift, but that team is starting to send it onto the second floor.
Oh, we got another Revenant in the lobby. Cozy electing to put Vizay on the Revenant, and they're going in PK in hand, going into 9, and they immediately grab the finish and the down on 1. So in 3v2, Detox able to utilize that Prowler at close range distance to really solidify their stability here inside this building, and that was everything that they needed to do, because
all top 10 teams are still in.
Just in 6th place.
I promise, guys, we will be playing pubs after this. Just bear with us, because I'm kind of like locked in.
8th place. So this is not where you want to be. 6 points, and you're out potentially, because all the teams that are sitting below you, all they have to do are get a couple points and just keep bumping the threshold down, which, I mean, some of them are falling. And
how are you gonna go to bed? You just open a damn monster.
But Pathfinder can do.
It'll be flat in the morning. That is gross.
Have the ability to make that happen.
How do you enjoy flat drinks?
Left on.
So gross.
As well.
Non-carbonated monsters. It just,
in Pro League here, and they will not see a match point. At least if this ends right here with one of the top 10 teams
on our internet, it'd probably it'd still be down.
Alive. Cozy going to get knocked down. Also, very, very short off the mark. It seems like there might be an agreement here, Tiff, we don't know about, in a Twitch chat somewhere, where they're like, hey, if you're sub 20 points and we're over 8 games, you got to run the rev.
Maybe, honestly, it would be really cool to see. But SCS, I feel like I just heard a death totem in a nearby distance, which makes me a little nervous, or maybe I'm still having Revtane nightmares. But SCS inside of Stormcatcher trying to stabilize.
Rehab is for addicts.
A little bit of Sausage Sorcerers on their horizon. But as you look for the teams that have already fallen in the lobby, 4 of them, they're all from the bottom 10. So
do you even know what a rehab monster is?
You know, we had the percentage of the ability for this to end on that last map. I would love to see some statistics.
I'm not addicted
they've got to be moving up closer and closer to 100%.
You're absolutely addicted to monsters. I'm addicted to monsters.
Here, and the prospect of not making it, even if you were sitting on match point format, is ridiculous. But it's going to be the case for at least 2 of the teams if it were to end here. And in fact, if there is
they're
a
like
team
straight
below that ends
juice.
up playing spoiler here and wing it all, could be as many as 3,
no, they
4
taste like
teams
straight
even
ass.
Upset just short. Drug free, likely to make that 1 point that they need to get onto that match point.
I would love to see Hambino and them actually make it to ALGS, because I love watching Hambino.
3 purple shields. They
literally have 10 points on the board.
They're doing the damage, but Alizura is going to get knocked down. There's a knock and another knock to trade. Can Blurs do it? No, going for the full disengage here. Will not be able to get back up very easily.
But it goes to show you, though,
it's going to be held down, and
not all Preds are built
for the time being will sustain. They will remain alive, and
because
likely
Blurs
to pick
is usually pretty high up in the Pred levels, and so is Hambino.
Maybe finding the damage. Oh, nice little
now you look at the nade. Jesus.
Good
nades, bro. Even though it was all knockdown shields, but still. Shows the insane skill gap. It does. Between an actual pro player and a ranked player.
Themselves up into the top 8 this match, right?
But then again, Keon and his Watson are all both #1 Preds as well.
If you've got nothing left to lose,
and his Watson and Keon, and I mean, the Guard and Fury have been. Well, Fury didn't have a good split one
TSS eliminated from the lobby,
at all.
And
Oh, I take that back.
Coming through with the statistics, 62% chance of it ending, and with TSS falling,
but Keon's debut with the Guard was really good for a ranked grinder.
Right now, Team Diverge is going to be one of the first teams that is on that potential spoiler territory.
But yeah, there is a major skill gap
been overtaken by
between
a team
comp
that
and just
not
rank
on
grind.
Point, so Drug Free continues.
Why
to
they need a more comp style rank
one of those Pro
system
League spots. Team Rise,
because then that would be able to better. I think if they would just
a bit of a slow start, the Embers
put everything from the ALGS standings, points, whatever, into our rank system and just apply it how it needs to be applied,
find their way on a Pro League.
You would build such better comp teams.
In the Pro League qualifier winners or losers,
I think ALGS would just be a toss-up at that point.
Not have started. It's interesting to see that they are now finally getting that opportunity, finally at that point where they are the ones that could steal it away as well. The amount of teams that have the potential here has skyrocketed.
Oh yeah,
well beyond a lot of us were expecting.
You can see the macros. Everything's different whenever watching these guys versus the actual top 10.
Top 3 in any of the matches here tonight. Rise hasn't, but they still find themselves, God willing, in the top 8, right? But you looked at that zone. We got a little inkling of where we're going, and 50% of it isn't even playable space. So this is going to be an absolute journey. Just another awful zone here on the match point finals, and acer is out here just on the outskirts of Jurassic Park, hitting the grab lift, RE45 in hand, not going to make it all the way over. So now you have to reassess where you want to go and play. You're actually getting over, throwing down the utilization of an enemy's Watson, Jenny, and smoke for cover. So, I mean, they've already got an opening knock on to one member of Intel.
And Asurus could be potentially taking out yet another
squad.
Well, I would even say, like,
even just let's 3 stacks, and I would just like to see
crash. Nice
a more
damage
comp
coming
style.
out of Enemigo, as we would expect.
Something that plays into
player you see before you
more of the survivability versus, because I mean, you get way more points
as well. And the ultimate from the Horizon is going to do very little to stop this squad, but it might have done just enough. Mercy only is going to find the last knock and the kill onto all of Asurus, and now the prospect of a res is on the horizon. But plenty of other teams that are about to walk in as well, and it's going to be none other than Rise. I think they found the cancel there with the Seer Q as well.
I mean, look, they are looking so.
I just know I don't like the W key meta that we have right now, because the W key isn't for me.
Going in just like that, randoms are going
you
to
see what I did there?
And with that,
all right, someone's winning. So this is over. We're not going to game 10. This is over after this one.
Other teams that have the ability to win this, and if not, it's ending here.
Give us hope.
Dead ass. Almost had the opportunity, almost had the timing there to take out Rise, and they still could do it here, but they are at a severe shield deficit. And Orioles has gotten scanned by that Seer, so they know that there is a white shield in front of them. But we might have at least one more squad joining the party here. Go, trying to hold down this angle. Trying to keep this team pinned, trying to keep them from being able to walk on out. And both of these squads are just on the edge of zone, so whoever ends up winning this one out will probably own.
Oh, his controller died. Hold on, I'm fixing it.
An edge for this late game. This is a very important fight.
There we go. All better.
Look, Deadass clutches this fight with Goat in hand. I'm giving him his hunter's license, but
I wonder if they had to get approval
to
say that name, because usually they can't curse.
So Rise not going to be able to get the benefit off that, but the issue of taking a grab lift is exactly what you just witnessed.
Or try to.
Was able to
doesn't always work out that way though.
Shot and pick that apart. Goat able to get a trade onto A1, so now a 2v2, and Rise so healthy. No,
like me,
it's revival for the third party. They're healthy.
Revival, excuse me, I almost said revenge, but Revival Games is able to slide on, and they recognize that this spot on the edge is going to be so critical for how this next zone plays out. They wanted to KP there. They wanted to clear their back a little bit, but will they be punished for it? They've already lost one.
They are going to
make it. They're going to lose another, and this is going to be to buff Pathfinder. But Pathfinder's sliding in. They're going to get the loot here. They're going to get the knock. They are 4 points away from being
That's true, because I did hear Fallout curse.
And they are certainly going to be hunting for the win as well, as we still have.
I think it was Nick.
But one team, all of the match point teams are still on
Fallout
the map.
Due to casting.
I mean, look, we could be ending it here on map number 9. We had so many teams that were on match point. It's all going to come down to
so they're
one
gonna make
atrocious zone. The question is, who is going to reign superior from this lobby? Will it be the sausage sorcerers. And every time I see sausage, I'm like, bro, is it like chicken sausage, pork sausage? Like, what kind of sausage are we talking about, bro? I eat chicken sausage for breakfast, but revival games, they're going to fall. And you've been finding some nice shots onto the team just above them, but they do need to get up and over this building because they are not.
Yeah, I think you know they've got the time for the. Because it's like a 10-minute stream delay, so they've got the time to like adjust it, but it doesn't always work out.
Needed, but they certainly need to play for the win. They have that 50-point threshold crossed, and yet it's still not quite enough with how many other teams
but
are
where
left
Fallout
on the
was
map.
cussing
And
it was not
remember,
ALGS,
that is what we
was,
are playing for, that top 8
it
teams
was something totally
moving
different.
on
I'm wondering if
to the split
they're gonna have to
pro
change their
league.
name, or if
It's
they're gonna
too tough to
have
call. It was already tough
their
to call
name, or if
before,
they're gonna.
So many squads potentially ending it here.
I think the only word
Just
I've
a
ever heard them
few
say, as
left
far as the casters
with the
go,
last
is
dire
like
attempt
hell.
to try and stop that from happening. Drug Free is going to get dismantled by Psycho. Psycho is going to fall shortly after, and Buff Pathfinder also just a touch away from being knocked themselves, but they prevail and they clear this edge out for themselves.
Into do the listening because you get the cue that they're coming in. That you have to watch your language or you'll be fine. That was for LAN.
Wasn't it like Furia last year where it was just like F this, F that?
And it was just beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like the listening was completely silent.
They do have about a minute.
Furia this season said they trolled every time there was a listen-in. They just be quiet.
They don't say
nothing. They don't say anything until they hear them click out.
So this rotation isn't going to be easy. There's 8 squads total left in this lobby, and you've really got to secure your back. Someone's trying to rotate in behind them, and JQ completely
Sausages out.
annihilates.
Jesus. Watch Karasuno or Buff Pathfinders win.
Karasuno also going to fall. 6 squads left for this 5th ring.
Okay.
As you mentioned earlier,
all right, Buff, you gotta die. Sorry, fam.
Space
you gotta go.
Oh no, Kara's back in.
SCS still holding on to whatever cover this tree can provide them. 1 member down, and they're looking for the res in smoke as well. Slayer going to try and cover fire. So
I really want
can heal on up
SCS.
and Crust
That really fucks with.
Rejoin their teammates. Look at how much space they're controlling for the time being. This is pretty good for them. They want to hold on to all of these headies. They have a team just to their left around the rock that they can't quite pressure, but that squad is also going to have to walk in. And dead center, we have LTC.
Sausage is in.
Sausage is in.
This is how they're tracking lives. I like this. I like how they track. They have a better tracking system than the ALGS.
SCS playing the top, and
they definitely have a bit. Like I love seeing that on the side of the screen because I can tell how many they have up.
Broke out the crypto, so they're getting a lay of the land and
but
know exactly where everyone
I like the ALGS.
They've got it going across the top.
Yeah, they'll tell you how many people are alive.
One opening knock, LTC doubling down and grabbing another, so this should be interesting. But it's going to open the door for all the teams that are making their way into the next ring.
Pathfinder's out.
We just need Karasuno out.
Pathfinder team Diverge both eliminated means Tiff. I think
takes home the W.
Unless I have my math completely wrong,
this
is going to be our final match of the Pro League qualifier for Split 2.
James Fearless is really good.
Where are they? No, they're gone.
Of this platform, and LTC on the opposite side of the rocks.
Play it patiently. Hiding behind that tree.
3 teams left. Who's left?
Bots?
Looking for an opportunity, able to grab a couple shots out, but not going to result in any real.
We're gonna have a winner.
Significant damage.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Nice, utilizing the focus of attention to find the information and get some locations. But bots are just biding their time. When you come down to a team and you have 3 squads left in the lobby, you want to force the other 2 to fight, but you really don't have the luck of the zone full here. And you're going to be the team forced to move open into the line of sight of both of those teams.
Gotta wonder what they're gonna opt to play here. They could go for a Valkyrie, but that would of course be extremely
We have spent our 2-hour stream.
Anywhere to land. SCS
all these
commanding
games.
all
9
of
games.
the space on the northern side. They have LTC pinned on their right, and of course.
Oh yeah, we have a winner on this one.
Work with that wingman to make sure that the squad in front of them bots not get a free walk up. Nice smokes there.
No, there's 9 up.
Just enough to cover, but Slayer does have the digis on the car. So this is far from easy for any of the squads. SCS trying to command as much position as possible. But here we go, Tiff. The last ring of the PLQ starts to close.
I mean, look, with Crust on the Bangalore, they have digi threats in hand. They could just smoke it out, but Slayer going to fall. Crust is going to throw the Bangalore smoke down onto him and try to cover, but it is too little too late. At this point, you have to play your life, but regardless, it is going to end here. The question is, who is going to survive the all-out brawl with one member of bots also going down? This is actually nice, right? Because this is going to give Stompers and co a knockdown shield to play. LTC, they have height. McLovin could go off here.
SCS finally getting eliminated, but it's McLovin against the world. McLovin
Bots
against all
took it.
of bots.
Let's go. We'll be seeing them again for sure.
Who were on the precipice of relegation. Right. Prove that they have what it takes to prove that they have what they needed to get back their Pro League spot. They will continue to show the dominance that we've seen time and time
those are good
again.
Games, though. Those
right
are
at
really
the end,
good
game
games.
9. That is the last game of our Pro League qualifier, and now we will get a chance to see which squads, Poro, are going to be just off the mark, which squads just didn't rack up the points that they needed right at the end there.
All right.
I mean, like, at this point, you've gone 9 games.
We are going to go play some pubbers. Great. We'll see bots get rank split too. But they didn't do.
I think we gotta take a second and make sure that we give bots all their flowers, as you said. You know, finally,
bro, they were at match point game 3.
But this is one of the teams that everybody had their eyes on coming into today.
They only had, dude, and no one touched match point until like 2 games, another 2 games after that. Like, I don't know how the fuck they lose that.
I mean, they did everything that they needed to do. I had my eye on them during Pro League as well. We had Jaloan on the squad. At one point, I think Nicewig said that Jake.
All right, we are switching away from this, and now we get to go play some pubbers, where I can still house content. We can watch Hal play for another hour.
The tiebreaker for 3.
Oh, he's doing the same thing we're doing.
Start competing with that, and it's just full circle, right?
He was having a watch party too. Great minds think alike. Gotta restart my game because my game's stupid. Wait, so who makes the ALGS? Bots, SCS, Revival Gaming, LTC, and then that's all I really know. All right, we're coming in at the perfect time. Got 10 more minutes. Still World's Edge. Gotta start playing around when you call LG. Yeah. Oh, no. And not mention him an invite. Hello. Hello. Oh shit, my shit's gonna be fucked up tonight. Hello. Hello. And I need a new mic cable. Hello. 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 Shit. My stuff's gonna be fucked up. Yep. And it's me. I'm not gonna be able to talk to her. Hello? Hello? Nope. Yeah.
That voice in your head, trust it.
Yellow. Oh, my cable finally decided to take a shit on me. If anybody is over there, let her know that my my cable's fucked. It's not working at all. Hello. 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 No. Yeah. My mic's broke. It's broke. Yeah. It's broke. My mic's broke. Love that for me. 100% love that.
First blood.
Yeah. My shit is fucked.
Close your peepers, Newt. They look like dropped mince and tatties.
Let's just get rinsed right off the gate. You know? Hello? No. Yeah. It's just not gonna work today. Not gonna work today. So we'll just be talking to ourselves. Yeah. Oh, I know. You can hear me through the wall. Yeah, it's toast. It's done. Yeah, it's toast. This poor guy. I wonder. Hold on, I think my kid's got a cable. You'll see. I'm gonna do a headphone cable swap right now. But I'm just not gonna be able to mute in game. Hello. Yeah, I'm using one of the kids' cables. So I'm sorry, but yeah. So I don't have a mute button on this one, unfortunately. Yeah.
I know what you're looking for.
I mean, it is what it is, huh? Might be time for a new headset too.
I wish all of you could fight tomorrow too, but you'll be dead.
Been a while since I've had a headset.
I will guide us to victory below.
I think it's been longer than a few years.
Prepare for battle.
True that, Schmidt. Everybody done left to go to her. Hey, I'd want to watch a pretty girl play too.
Trust your senses.
Double havocs. Going in. Right here.
First blood.
Hemlock here.
Throwing Arc Star. Firing. Broken into the shield.
Yeah, I got a cheeky. Not mine.
Patching myself up.
Where at?
I'm taking shots.
Oh, I fucked up. Aaron. Full pursuit.
Taking a moment to recharge my shields.
Target spotted.
Ah, that sucked. Word, sir. I'll see you tomorrow. You know, I at least wanted to get like a 10-minute match in, you know? Well, we didn't have to play Broken Moon 3 times. Now it's like 12 o'clock and I'm tired. We'll see how much Broken Moon we can play. I'll probably get out of here. We usually don't go to bed till 3 anyway. Who would have thought sitting here watching people play games would be that boring? Yeah, that exhausting. Well, it wasn't all that boring. The games were really good. Yeah, think about the mental exhaustion those teams went through.
Introducing your champion. You know what I look like. Come find me.
I will choose our location for battle. Prepare for battle.
Bum ba da bum bum ba da bum bum. Did nobody come with us? Here we go. My finger slipped off my joystick. That's cool. Two teams went to those buildings over there.
Good, we're inside.
First blood.
First blood.
Alright, I'm going over there. Why does my settings feel weird? I'm going. They already got a knot.
Hostile close. Reloading. Contact with target.
Yeah.
Strong work. Finish the the last of that enemy squad.
Good kill.
Oh, all right. Next team's up here.
We have the benefit. We are inside the ring. Marking our surroundings. Reloading.
Care package being delivered.
Care package on fire.
She went up.
Reloading. Enemy taken out.
I just
Energy mag here. Level 3.
needed ammo in general.
Energy ammo here.
Scanning the
He
area.
dipped.
Half the squads remain. Vive Vena.
Oh, we're running right to her. Come here, Schmexy.
Target spotted.
New kill leader appointed.
Scanning the area.
Oh! Pumped her for.
Champion eliminated. Smart moves. Champions out.
I am trained. Using a Phoenix kit.
You feel rude? I feel like I just trolled every shot. I'm going bridge.
Target over there.
Where? Oh my god.
I am taking fire.
I got a bow and I'm dead. They don't miss.
Getting shot at.
Oh yeah, right here, port. Behind you, spin.
Opening fire. Reloading.
Wow, I'm sucking it up. 100% sucking it up. Bro, she 3 tapped me with that bow. Absolutely 3 tapped me. Ooh, sleepy. What time does the season usually drop over here? So we just go to work early and come back home?
Today will be our day. Fight Rieger.
well, me go to work, and then you stay home to get your stuff done. Yeah. Oh, I need you to call on that metallic black as well. It never showed up. They created a shipping label, but they never shipped it out.
Study the land, find our advantage, then we jump.
I'm like, what's going on? Like I took screenshots of everything. Go all the way down. You hit the button.
Scanning the area. 1 minute remains. The ring is close.
We're right here.
Contact with hostile.
They're going far.
Opening fire.
The ring is close.
Deleted.
I'm down the hot.
Ah, I got him broke.
Reloading.
God damn, punch him out.
Rings nearby. This won't hurt. Hold on.
I need to
Taking a moment to recharge my shields.
go harvester.
10 seconds. The ring's close.
Taking a moment to heal.
I'm coming.
Rings coming in.
There is a new kill leader.
New kill leader. Watch for them.
Healing my wounds.
Oh, I hate small hills. Dead slide.
Half the squads remain.
Care package being delivered.
Care package coming in.
Coming. They're here. Fuck, I hate the 30-30. They're literally right here. No, you're not. One more. Coming. If I had anything else but a damn 30-30. Hey, just let me know when you're up, like an hour, and we'll get off here. God. Watching that damn wasn't able to get no video. Bet. Sure, why not? That TikTok still has me rolling.
Ahead, we talk of victory and slaughter.
Pick the right way and go.
This is your champion.
I am the jump master. Have faith in our
Alright, I can actually finally jump frag.
Prepare for battle.
You know where we're going.
Let's go over there.
Yep, that one.
Forget that.
Break it off.
Stay alert.
Going up second floor. Never mind. We went through here. Oh, that's where the 30. I got 30-30 from across the way. On my door.
Recharging my shields. Reloading.
It's on my door.
That was the last one. Nice work.
Awesome.
Taking a moment to heal.
They're over here fighting in those houses.
Marking our surroundings.
God damn, she's wrecked me twice.
Reloading. 1 second. We got this.
We're about to die.
Good. We're inside.
Yep. God damn.
This won't hurt. Hold on.
I'm just so damn pincushion. Oh, I'm dead here. Quit trying to res me.
Recharging my shields. Be aware of the new kill leader.
Attention. Delivering care package.
Care package on high. Healing my wounds.
Where they at?
We should go here.
You drop another floor?
All Father, give me sight. Lay low. I will assist you.
Boy running.
I'm on you. Actually, I'm dead sliding.
Need to recharge my shields. Patching myself up.
Yeah, right above us.
Scanning the area. Frag grenade sent.
Broke one. Oh, this is another team. Wow. Another damn team. Not the hell. Love that. Yeah. Love that for us.
Danger, move.
Oh, I'm about to say there's cells right there. What a wonky ass game. Go hit that stabbing wagon. You just having all sorts of types of issues, ain't you? Should be fun. Yeah. How's there? There's still 33 people up.
It was not my time.
Need to recharge my shields.
Alright, I have an Eva.
Contact with target.
Combat.
Broken enemy shield.
I have been snared.
I'm dead again. Oh, another one's flesh right here. Flesh. She's hitting him. Big heal, big heal. Another team. Seer. It's that asshole of a seer. And advantage. They've literally let you run around this map. Just go die and restart.
I need health. Danger, move.
How are you still alive? Yeah, that is the question. I mean, you get a gun. There's guns down there. All right, let's try this for the third time, fourth time.
Care package being delivered.
Care package on high.
Oh yeah.
From the gods.
Heavy ammo here.
You have my ranges if you need them.
Let's go over there.
You want my mitt?
Round 3. Beginning ring countdown.
Extended heavy mag here. Level 3. Healing up. Eyes are open though.
Attention. Delivering replicator.
All right.
Blessings upon us. Our replicator descends.
Got ready? They're all back here fighting.
Rings not far.
Oh, we don't want to get pinched. They're right here to the right.
Making contact with enemy.
We're close to the ring. 30
One
seconds
person's rotating around right here.
Enemy spotted.
He's porting.
Hostile over there.
10 seconds to the ring. It's close at least.
Frag grenade sent. Frag grenade
Hit
sent.
someone in the head with that.
Down the hostile and Scotty. I took an enemy's life.
Nice work.
Marking our surroundings.
Care package coming in.
Need to watch that Wraith portal.
Hostile spotted. Captured the enemy. I'm taking fire.
Guide the zone.
All father, give me sight.
Broke him.
I'm taking shots. Enemy down. That was the last
Awesome.
one. Nice work.
That was a big fucking nade. Someone's.
Hostile right here.
Fire. They spotted me. I'm taking shots.
Thanks.
Going to phase.
Shots fired.
I'm right beside you.
Recharging my shields.
Oh yeah.
Watch yourself. There's another squad attacking.
Marking our surroundings.
Need to recharge my shields.
Come on. Here.
Recharging my shields.
Bless me with sight.
Warning. Ring movement in progress.
Good. We're inside.
Yep. I think they already dropped. Nope, nope, nope. You're showing too much skin over there. I was gonna have them come over to the zip line.
All father, give me sight.
Round
We have good
5.
zone. Just
Beginning
you hold that
ring
angle.
countdown.
Already inside.
It's that pesky ass fucking seer.
Firing.
Scanning the area.
No.
Only 2 other squads left.
They're right here. No way I'm getting shot in the ass.
Opening fire.
I'm backing up. Yeah.
Taking a moment to recharge my shields.
We should go here. Never mind.
Taking a moment to recharge my shields.
I would love for them to let me heal all the way up.
Healing my wounds.
You're not playing customs tomorrow, Bullets? I think we already have our squad lined up for tomorrow for the new season, bro.
Marking our surroundings.
Good. We're inside.
You don't have any cover where you're at.
Hostile close.
Scanning another team. We keep them busy though.
Marking our surroundings.
Beginning ring countdown.
Where are they?
Let's explore this way.
I got scan.
45 seconds. Rings
Ah.
close. Let's go this way.
This team's like right on this rock.
Less than 30 seconds. Rings nearby.
What?
Scanning the area.
There's solo there. They're not going to.
Warning. Final movement in progress.
I bathe in the
Let's check out that one.
This is the last ring moving in.
I'm in.
Scanning the area.
He moved to our spot.
All father, give me sight.
Thermite grenade out.
Marking our surroundings.
Enemy shield broken. Opening fire.
I downed a hostile.
Need to recharge my shield.
Reloading.
It's all good. He's not missing. He's right here. No, no, no. Good. Seer's not missing. Yeah. Seer was definitely not missing. Oh. All right. All right, fam. I'm checking out. I'm going to turn this stream off. Y'all have a great night. I hope to see you on the next season. Later, fam.
The wind was out